Okay, I know this is a really bad idea, but I'm already here, so here we fucking go. Right. Extra noses pounces on you, ooh, you're so warm. Couldn't help but notice your balls from across the floor. Noses your Nicky Wicky till day Matilda, hee hee. Unzips your baggiest pants, oh baby, you so musky. Take me home, pet me, and make me yours, and don't forget to stuff me. See me wag my widow baby tail off for your bulgy wulgy. Kisses and lickies your neck. I hope daddy likey suzzles and wuzzles your chest. I've been getting thirsty. Hey, I got a little itch. You think you can help me? Only 7 inches long. Ooh, please adopt me. Hands on your butt as I lick my lips. Gotta hit him with this furry shit. You don't see it coming. Okay, I know this is a really bad idea, but I'm already here, so here we fucking go. Right. Extra noses pounces on you, ooh, you're so warm. Couldn't help but notice your balls from across the floor. Noses your Nicky Wicky till day Matilda, hee hee. Unzips your baggiest pants, oh baby, you so musky. Take me home, pet me, and make me yours, and don't forget to stuff me. See me wag my widow baby tail off for your bulgy wulgy. Kisses and lickies your neck. I hope daddy likey suzzles and wuzzles your chest. I've been getting thirsty. Hey, I got a little itch. You think you can help me? Only 7 inches long. Ooh, please adopt me. Hands on your butt as I lick my lips. Gotta hit him with this furry shit. You don't see it coming. Okay, I know this is a really bad idea, but I'm already here, so here we fucking go. Right. Extra noses pounces on you, ooh, you're so warm. Couldn't help but notice your balls from across the floor. Noses your Nicky Wicky till day Matilda, hee hee. Unzips your baggiest pants, oh baby, you so musky. Take me home, pet me, and make me yours, and don't forget to stuff me. See me wag my widow baby tail off for your bulgy wulgy. Kisses and lickies your neck. I hope daddy likey suzzles and wuzzles your chest. I've been getting thirsty. Hey, I got a little itch. You think you can help me? Only 7 inches long. Ooh, please adopt me. Hands on your butt as I lick my lips. Gotta hit him with this furry shit. You don't see it coming. Okay, I know this is a really bad idea, but I'm already here, so here we fucking go. Right. Extra noses pounces on you, ooh, you're so warm. Couldn't help but notice your balls from across the floor. Noses your Nicky Wicky till day Matilda, hee hee. Unzips your baggiest pants, oh baby, you so musky. Take me home, pet me, and make me yours, and don't forget to stuff me. See me wag my widow baby tail off for your bulgy wulgy. Kisses and lickies your neck. I hope daddy likey suzzles and wuzzles your chest. I've been getting thirsty. Hey, I got a little itch. You think you can help me? Only 7 inches long. Ooh, please adopt me. Hands on your butt as I lick my lips. Gotta hit him with this furry shit. You don't see it coming. Okay, I know this is a really bad idea, but I'm already here, so here we fucking go. Right. Extra noses pounces on you, ooh, you're so warm. Couldn't help but notice your balls from across the floor. Noses your Nicky Wicky till day Matilda.
Bob, is he there? I don't know where Tara is.
Your baggiest pants, oh baby, you so musky. Take me home, pet me, and make me yours, and don't forget to stuff me. See me wag my widow baby tail off for your bulgy wulgy. Kisses and lickies your neck. I hope daddy likey suzzles and wuzzles your chest. I've been getting thirsty. Hey, I got a little itch. You think you can help me? Only 7 inches long. Ooh, please adopt me. Hands on your butt as I lick my lips.
Put your socks.
Gotta hit him with this furry shit. You don't see it coming.
Okay.
Let's do it. I need to get your stream open on my phone.
I got it.
Okay, I know this is a really bad idea, but I'm already here,
That's
Has
literally.
it started yet?
It's
Chill?
starting soon. I was first.
Oh, is it? My bad. Sorry. Okay, I'm on the way.
Extra
Oh, I just need my
noses
phone
on you.
charger.
Ooh, you're so warm.
You're so
Couldn't help but notice your
plug
balls from
in.
across the floor.
The
Noses are
children
Nicky,
plug
wakey,
in.
till they were till they
Tadyam Baba
I'm
Tui, how
so
is
baggy
you
as
doing
panto,
today?
baby, you so musky. Take me home, pet me, and make me yours, and don't forget to stuff me. See me like my widow, baby. Too old for your bulgy wokey kisses and lickies your neck. I hope daddy likes sazzles and wazzles your
Late to
chest.
stream, but this is why I'm.
Hey, I got a little itch. You think you can help me?
We all know that I'm not even number 2
Please
mod, I'm
adopt
like
me.
number 12 mod. How many mods have you got, James?
But I hit him with this furry shit.
Yeah, I'm
I'm
like
7.
6th and Sam is 7. Oh, rip.
And they still did
So
a better job than we
honestly-
ever
Okay,
did.
no, this is a really bad idea, but
Honestly, if you ever wanna like demod me or anything, cause I'm not even there half the time. Like I'm like lurking. I'm just like, you know.
extra noses
lurking while
punches on
watching
you.
the
Ooh,
chat.
you're so warm. Couldn't
Literally,
help but
we
notice
like
your
start
bones
watching
from across the
Marvel.
floor. Noses are
And then
Nicky,
I'll
wakey,
come
till
back
they
and
were
like
till they
Jim's been like yelling for a mod for like 10 minutes because
What?
somebody's done like a
That's the
wanna gain
thing.
followers and I'm like, fuck.
That's the thing, is-
Try my best.
Go ahead, go ahead.
Kisses and lickies your neck. I hope daddy likes
Is my- I'm usually, like, always
thirsty.
behind on mobile, and last time I was on PC for like the singing streams,
Please
and
adopt
every
me.
time I could hear go mods, but I was already on it before like you started calling, and I tried to like click it, but this PC is so ancient, like
It's so slow.
it is literally the slowest thing on earth.
Okay, no,
So like every time I tried to go
Big
click
stream.
and drag, and then it would just like someone else would post, so that message would go further up, and then I would have like clicked like 5 messages down because it's just like
extra
that
noses
shit.
punches on you. Ooh, you're so warm. Couldn't help but notice your balls from across the floor.
You don't do
Noses
mod
are
view, do
Nicky,
you?
wakey,
Because
till
it's
they were till
like
they
on the PC.
I-
It's like
I've done it twice for your stream, like the spooky stream, but I just prefer the normal thing because like mod views are
does it on mobile normally, and you don't get mod view on mobile. Like,
I'm always like watching on my phone, which is, you know,
Hey, I
right
got a
there.
little itch. You think you can help me?
oh yeah,
Only
the
7 inches
St.
long.
John's, I think if
Please
you
adopt
complete
me.
the thing, it advertised you to like 8,000 people or something like that. Like they put you higher up as like a recommended stream. So I've contributed. I spent a whole 2,000 that I could have spent on talking hands just for you.
Okay, I know this is a really bad idea, but
I can't
I'm
do it on
already
mobile.
here,
Can I? Okay.
so here we fucking go. Right. Extra noses punches on you. Ooh, you're so warm. Couldn't help but notice.
Hello everybody. Happy Monday, Sunday. Thank you everyone for hopping in. I have an interview. I'm going to be interviewing both Sammy and Tarek in a bit here. So let me turn off all my stuff and get connected to Discord. Window capture. Ah, there it is. Boop. Video. Ah, there it is. Wait. Why do I have 2 of you guys? Hold on, we see you guys twice. We see everyone twice here. 1 second.
Oh no.
Oh, one of me is enough. Please.
Does that work? Is that better? Okay, yeah.
Hey Cordell, how's it going?
Wait, I don't know how.
Oh wait, you've got like 2
I
windows,
don't know
bro.
how to
What have
fix
you
this.
done?
1 second.
Yeah, just keep me behind the
Okay,
one.
let
That's
me-
fine. So there's only one of me. There can be
Let
2 of
me
you guys.
Fix that window capture. Let's try this again. Wait, Discord, where you at?
Yeet that one
Discord.
away.
Why can't I see my settings now? Please. What is happening? Where's Discord? Discord.
Technology, bro.
Pop out. Ah, I guess that works then.
Hashtag not stuff.
we're all scuffed here.
Like I said, that's fine. I'll just leave you on like that. I'll leave it like that. And turn on stream. Alright. So, welcome. Thank you for joining me today on the interview, as always.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you for having us.
So, first question, simply, okay, so, you walk into an elevator. You have 20 seconds to introduce yourself to a stranger. Go.
I don't. I just do the hello and stay quiet.
No, you would 100% be the person that makes like some kind of a fart in an elevator joke. Like, there's no way that you're not going to be that
No.
person if it's in an elevator.
I'm just
Yeah.
like the hi, like the little head nod.
You're
just like,
you're absolutely walking into this elevator and going, haha, have you ever farted in an elevator? It's wrong on so many levels, and that's it. That's your opener. That's your 20 seconds. You don't need to say anything else. You can't even deny it. But like, I don't know, in an elevator, that's so weird. I'd feel uncomfortable. I'd just be like
all public interaction is
It's
just
weird.
just head nod, just the awkward smile. How's it going?
It's like uncomfy and weird, so you just like
Like
just gonna lean over you, press the button real quick. Like what?
Like I did this project for school, right? So my teacher, right, told us like any time of the day, you go just go to the elevator, go to the top floor. So whenever a stranger walks in, you literally have to introduce yourself within the 20 seconds before they're gone. I did that like for the whole 5 months, and it really killed me.
That's horrible though as well, because like, what if you don't say what you needed to say in those 20 seconds, and then they're like, right, well, I'm off, and I'm like, no, I wasn't done. Like, come back.
Ma'am, sir.
It's horrible.
Twitch.tv/JamaltoTV.
Hello. Horrible. You just have to like not get too invested. You only have to make that. You literally can only talk about the weather in 20 seconds, can't you? It's just like, so, how's the weather? And they're like, fine,
Quite
and
hot
you're like,
today,
okay,
isn't
bye.
It? What's your go-to?
So, like, obviously, I just introduced myself like hi, my name is James. I'm a graphic designer on the 4th floor. And then they usually say something back, and then I'm like, okay. Hope you have a good day. I'll see you around.
I like that you give them your floor, so you like come visit me sometimes. I'll be on the 4th floor.
If you're ever on the 4th.
Just make sure they know if they want to carry this conversation on, you know where to find me.
That's been like that the whole time. Like even sometimes like the teachers would walk in just to see what we're saying during the elevators too.
Like the teacher.
No, yeah, he just stands. No, yeah, he just stands there
in the back of the lift.
Yeah.
Just like, yeah, just listening to your conversation.
What's going on in the elevator today?
And the funny thing is, the top floor is the 5th floor, so I literally have to go like back down to like the main floor, like go up to the 5th floor and then go down to the main floor.
You always had like the whole 20 seconds to make the most of. You were going the furthest.
Let people know more about you guys in general.
Okay.
Ladies first.
Oh my god, I don't know. I hate stuff like this because, like, you know, when it's like you think that you're so interesting and there's so much to say, and then someone's like, so what about you? And I'm like, I don't exist. Like, what do I even do? Like, oh my god, what about me? Like, I'm actually really boring. Like, I sit and play Minecraft on stream for 8 solid hours, and outside of that, I sit at my PC talking to Tarek whilst like doing nothing. I don't know. It's so weird. I'm just like, who am I? I don't know. I like to read, but I don't have the attention span for reading. So, like, that's been and gone. And we like Marvel. I watch a lot of Marvel. That's like mostly my main personality trait at the moment. And I am very big on mental health. And I guess like really boring outside of that. I'm in uni. Not really doing anything at the moment. Just trying to procrastinate as hard as possible. That's me.
Nice. And yourself, Tarek?
That's all yours,
Okay.
yeah.
Well, I am the second child of 7.
Wow.
There's a 10-year gap between me and child number 3. I'm not very much interesting. I love football. I love that lady.
It's for me, but that's fine too.
No, it's okay.
Exposed.
I love you, kids. Don't worry about it. And I love video games. That about like sums me up, I think.
I heard you love Apex,
That's
yo.
really
Yo,
boring.
Erica's in chat too. She's Apex Queen.
Ooh, Erica's like fully pred, like crypto pred.
Oh,
I already
so
know.
she knows how to play Apex, unlike
Yeah.
me.
Yeah.
Okay,
Nope.
got it.
Are you guys entering her tournament too? She's having an Apex tournament
Ooh.
coming
No.
up.
Yes.
Oh no, don't you give him ideas. No, I'm gonna get roped into this even though I'm bad at Apex. Let's not bother.
I'll
Spare
sign
me
us.
embarrassed.
I'll sign us both up.
You guys have like
Listen,
you guys have like a few days.
we'll get flack on our team.
No.
we'll get
And then
flack
the
on
one
our
that's a 1v1s.
1v1s, like in the training.
Yeah,
room.
yeah, I think so. Yeah.
I don't need that kind of negativity
Yeah,
in my life.
I
thank
feel
you.
like that would depend heavily on ping, and considering most of them will be Canada, US based. Like,
I mean, you got Cobes
have
too,
the
right?
advantage.
Cobes barely plays, so
oh, Cobes!
he's in the tournament.
Erica, sign me up. I'll 1v1 Cobes any day.
And then you have Turtle too, and a few others within the community. I think
it.
Flack should
I
be
like
there
it.
too. I think Flack should be there.
Oh, I'm not going up against Black. I'm not stupid. I'll sit this one out. You guys have fun.
So my first question is: given the choice of anyone in the world, who would be your dinner guest, live or dead?
James,
Whichever
again.
one she is for you guys.
James, I guess you guys are going for dinner. You have a nice time. I'll just be sat at home waiting. You've got to know. Come on, you've got to pick like. I know that
You have
you
to have a
the obvious
celebrity.
choice.
At least you give someone.
Yeah, it's got to be like outside of us.
My favorite streamer. Okay. On a
Troll.
serious note.
Who are you thinking?
I want to say Freddie Mercury. It's like. I don't know, Queen's been like a big thing for me for years, and like, just because you said alive or dead, my head was like, okay, someone dead, because like, you know, mentally for me now, I'm like, oh no, well I could go for dinner with Johnny Depp next week, but Freddie Mercury's dead, you know, like that's gonna happen. But like, you know, just go for like the difficult one. I feel like he'd be cool to go to dinner with. I feel like he'd be really like outgoing. You'd just be sitting there at the table and he'd be like, you know, pinky up drinking his
Yeah.
tea, like fabulous darling. I just think that would be a fun time.
What about you, Tarek?
Yeah.
Do you have an actual answer?
Okay.
The actual get flamed.
Okay, it's kind of like still like I can't really pick, but it's like one of those, say Einstein, say Tesla, say like, you know, one of the really smart guys. I'll be like, just write down everything you know for me, and I'll just like, you know, I'll read it later.
Never learn it. Let's be real.
I'll read it
It's a
later.
waste of a day.
I need your brains, sir. Thank you.
I'd probably have.
That information would just rot.
Yeah, I'd probably have to pick Michael Jackson. Similar.
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay.
Kyobiza.
What's the logic behind that? Do you just think that he would be interested?
He's honestly an interesting
Have
person.
questions
Like
for
I've
him.
read a lot about him too, like all those like hoaxes on that stuff too. It's really interesting on how his life was No.
Oh, Coach has been adorable. But no, I remember because the whole thing, like, was that ad he was in, wasn't it, with the
Pepsi.
with
Yeah.
Pepsi? Yeah, and he, like, when he had the afro and his hair went on fire, and that was like the point, wasn't it, where he kind of like just like rapidly declined and like went off the rails a little bit, and like, I can't remember, I read that he tried to sue them and like didn't get anywhere with it, or I can't remember, but anyway, it was a whole thing.
It's like what
Yeah, he's
led to
fascinating.
his
I like
downward
that.
spiral was that Pepsi commercial.
Yeah, it was. Yeah. He just like totally went off the rails after that point, and like, you know, it was all down to that. That was like the starting point of it all.
Did he touch kids? We need to ask.
We don't even know. There's no proof though. There's no proof of that.
That's the thing, though. It doesn't seem like he did. Like, the people who came forward were kind of just like, he was a bit creepy, but like he never touched my kid. Like, it's one of them people kind of just assumed because he was a bit like odd and he had like theme park in his garden. Which, okay, yeah, that's weird. Like a grown man, but like you don't know that it's sinister. You know, he might just be like, you know, mentally young or something, and he just thinks that that's fine. Like, you know, you just kind of like, you can't really make the assumption. It feels a bit mean, especially now that he's dead. You kind of like, we'll just.
Especially with growing up too, right? People
like.
told me Michael Jackson was Barney.
He was Barney.
Yeah, he's the guy inside the Barney suit.
Like the Barney that no.
Same.
I used to love Barney as well.
I did too.
Oh.
Alright, next question. If you were to be famous, what would it be for?
Oh no, we've lost. Oh no, he's there. I feel like the obvious answer is streaming, just because that's the only thing that I actually do.
Oh, sorry, internet.
Like, you know, there's not really many other avenues that I'm like in, but like,
Was
I don't know. I always wanted to like. Oh, good.
no. If there was anything said after Michael Jackson was born, me, I disconnected for a sec.
The new question. The new question is, what would you be famous for? So I was like, the obvious answer for me would be streaming, but also like, I always wanted to be like a well-known model. That was like my whole thing, and like, because obviously I did modeling for like 2 or 3 years, and I like had to kind of get somewhere with it, and then my health said no and that. But I don't think I ever would have anyway, because I was like, you get like you sort of, you standard looking kind of like 6 foot tall runway models, and they're the ones that end up on all like the perfume adverts and that kind of stuff. But then like I was like too short for that, so that's why I got into alt modeling. So I was always like tattoos and weird hair and stuff like that, and like they didn't really get very far, except for like Suicide Girls, I guess. So like I don't even know, like I suppose one of those, but probably nothing realistically. I feel like I know what you're gonna say, but go on.
Go on, Tarek.
being a famous streamer's boyfriend, wife, something, husband. That's the one.
Wife. This
Yeah.
man just said wife.
Like,
I'd like you to meet my
honestly-
wife at it.
honestly, like, you know, I'm gonna put it out there. I have no valuable skills at all. I'm kind of like studying computer science and game development, so I guess the next Hideo Kojima would be nice.
But you were a footballer?
I would have, like, because that was my dream growing up, because I was just like, football was everything. Like, I'd watch all the matches, I'd play every day, I was on my school's football team, all of that stuff. But, like, once I hit 18, 19, I kind of had to let go of the dream, because it was just like, that's like, at that age, you know, there's like 12-year-olds in academies out there who will outperform you, and it's like, you know.
Yeah, but this is hypothetical. What's the beauty of it? If you want to be famous for playing football,
Oh, it's
Your
what
dreams.
would you be famous for? So, like, no, what would you like to be?
No, but like, if you were good at football,
I am
Hello,
good.
I used to
Decca.
do that
Hello,
up. You wouldn't have
Nam.
been
Hello,
for doing
Erica.
that.
Hope you guys are having good Mondays.
Pathetic, but what's the word? Semantics. Not receptacles. I'm stupid. Decca
Hello,
also.
Decca.
Hi, Deca. Also, you know what?
What?
Cracked mod.
Oh my god, are you gonna wait? Are you gonna shout out? I'm gonna do first. I'm gonna do first.
Wait, am I gonna shout out
Shit.
things now? Oh, never mind. It's up there. Okay.
It's
Oh, my clips are still glitchy out. Yeah, glitching out.
Broken.
I don't know how to fix it. But there's a
It's
hydrant
up.
in chat, yo. There's a hydrant in chat. If you guys want to join me in the water.
Okay.
ready when you are.
I love that this is like a
It
communal
is a communal
thing
thing.
now.
if one day we have, I'll do it. Okay.
It was a lovely experience.
Let's see.
Get imposter checked
Imposter
as well.
check. I mean, my
Oh, we have to stretch first, then posture check.
Stretch?
Because
I already stretched
if you
before,
don't
yo.
Stretch first, then your posture check. You need to like fix.
Oh, that's a good back crack, yo. I don't know if you guys heard.
Oh, is that
It's
your
my back.
Oh,
I got
mine
you with
doesn't-
the
mine
elbow.
doesn't
What
act
is
like
that?
that. Don't do it. Do not.
Oh,
I think your noise suppression like removed that
Yeah,
one.
I think
Actually.
so. Yeah.
okay. Next,
Good.
next question.
No, I'm missing the SpongeBob music on stream. Go on.
Before making a phone call, do you reverse what you're gonna say and why?
Oh, like
Yeah.
15 times. And even then, it's
Oh.
ringing, and I'm sitting there, and I'm like, "Hi, I'd like to make an appointment. Hi, I'd like to make an appointment. Hi." And then the answer, and I'm like, "Hi, appointment, me." What? Oh. And there's literally a video on TikTok, and it's a guy in the car with his boyfriend, and his boyfriend's like, "Call and order 2 pizzas," and like he's like, "Don't make it weird," and the guy's like, "Yeah, no, it's fine. I can do it. I can do it." He rings, and he just goes, "Hi, do you sell pizza?" And then time's up. And I'm like, if that ain't me, it's fake. You rehearse it 60 times and you still get it wrong. There's nothing you can do at that point. Ah,
I thought the question was like meant before I call Sam, but yeah, before making a regular phone call, I'm like, yep, hello, hi, yep, the internet's down, it's not working, yeah, and then I call, and then I just like completely panic and start like speaking faster and faster and faster and faster, and I'm just like, yeah, it's down, it's not working.
Just get all your words out quickly.
Okay, and listen to what they say, and then just like start like rambling again.
I also did this for school too. So teachers made us call clients every Friday to end the week, and literally what I did was just like I had to write down everything I had to say before having to take that phone call. I wish this teacher was crazy, but you know it actually worked. So after a couple phone calls, you know, I was fine without the writing part.
The
Yeah.
hang of it.
You know, like this private perks of going to private college sometimes.
Sounds bougie.
I mean, they made us do a lot
I
of
always remember
work. Yeah,
I
it's pretty crazy. I let the phone ring out, then
No.
send them a passive aggressive message asking what they want.
that's to me when someone and then text them like what? Like literally 8 seconds later, and they're just like, "You could have answered." I'm like, "No, tell me you want." I'm about to get into a 20-minute conversation with you about stuff. Let me know what first. My granddad the other week, he rang me 3 times, and I was like panicking. I woke up to 3 missed calls, and I was like, "Are you okay?" And he was like, "Yeah, how do I put something on Gumtree?" And I was like, 3 phone calls because you want a listed suitcase online. Are you sure that's like appropriate? I don't think someone died. You could have just texted me asking, and I would have like told you. It's as easy as that. Let people
Yeah,
know.
but the phone call is easier too, right? You don't have to wait for their response.
Yes, but only if they answer.
That's true.
Just keep calling me. I'm not gonna answer.
Ooh, this is a good question here. What would constitute your perfect day?
Like just day in general, not like a day.
Just the whole
like
day,
the
yeah.
Whole day,
Your
how
whole
it,
day.
like,
Yeah, like
pans
how
out.
would it go down?
Hella snacks. Like just throughout the whole day, there's got to be like an adequate snack supply rolling in. And like just being in bed, you know, like those days when you just like today's one of those days I'm not gonna like sleep, but I'm also not getting out of bed. I'm just gonna like burrito myself in a blanket and like watch Netflix like the whole day, and you can't stop me. I feel like life just doesn't get better than that sometimes. Like you're cozy, you're home, watching what you want to be watching, and you've got hella snacks. Is that really boring? Am I like an old people? Everyone else is like Disneyland. I would be at Disneyland the whole day, and I'm like, no. Netflix, bed. Okay.
I'd say, like, chill day, Skype with the GF.
Felt like you were a given in this one. Like
That was a given.
Point a given. It's fine. It's okay. You can be his boyfriend for this stream.
I don't. For me, you're there. If that's Jim's, then honey boo boo Jim's. We're dating now.
Jim. Don't know which way it is on stream. Let me see when you point.
Little bit
he's
Marvel, like get through all the series and movies that we've got on like the backlog. Little bit of video games. A little bit of maybe like watch a football match or something.
Oh, Ray's in chat, guys. The one who introduced us all.
I love that Ray's just said you just like innocently, and it's like shut up, damn it. Get told.
Hi Ray, long time no see. Hope you're good.
Love you, Ray. I have to keep collecting my coins on stream so that I can make you do talking.
Thank you.
See you too. Hope you're good. It's been a while.
It's just funny.
Oh. Bless you, Ray. Stream when?
Hey,
Singrid is in chat, guys.
The ABG.
Hey, Jims, can we get a Ray stream or Riot message?
What? Why?
We can spam it every time we see him. Do we want Ray stream? Where is Ray stream? It's been like
Ray's
3
been
months.
pretty busy.
No, but we need
Busy
Ray
being
stream.
at home playing games all day.
If you can see my tattoo, which one? Like the whole sleeve. There's a lot going on. It's just, if I just do this, does this help? Oh, my weird elbow. What's that? Too scuffed, never again. Right. See that. Aww.
Yeah, but my perfect day probably consists of a bike ride or a walk in the nice wind chill, nice wind breeze.
Not too cold though. There's
Yes,
snow.
but then it's snow. It's actually pretty perfect too. Like I go for walks now and here and then. It's actually pretty relaxing. You know, just a day to myself. Go for a nature walk. That was good.
It's wholesome, man.
You're in Canada,
Yeah.
right? So, when you do go on these nature walks, do you see beautiful flocks of meese on your walks?
The only time
No.
you'll see
Just
no,
a
the only
question.
time you'll see meese is when you're on a road trip. You never see meese like in the city. Like it's more.
Hmm.
You never see meese because they're not real.
Meese are real.
I've seen
Believe in
I've
the
seen
meese.
meese on the road road trips, but I've never seen them like out
Okay.
in the city. Yeah, Christine, Sammy and Tarek, they're a couple. Yes.
This is Sparta!
My alert seems to be not working because I don't know who just hosted. But thank you for the host.
He's a fake news, thank you.
Oh, Christine. Also, Sammy here streams, but not Tarek. But you get to hear Tarek on the streams. Nice, Tarek.
I don't ban you anyway, Decker.
Everyone's just using it. Mies.
It just looks like Extreme Elements is just mocking Ray by like repeating what he says.
Christine, they're both. They are both online couple and IRL couple.
Oh yeah, I've been trying to fly out there for the past year. We'll get there eventually. It's COVID.
Maybe you're imaginary, Becca.
But is this gonna be like another Rice's simulation situations? Andrew's like really like vouching for you here. He's like, are you a part of the Mies fan club?
Thank you, Nugget, for the alert.
Don't worry, he's in Malaysia.
Yeah.
And
No,
I'm
no,
in
no,
England,
no,
so
no
there's-
worries.
there's 6,000.
No worries, Christine. They're yeah. So Sammy is in UK and Tarek is in Malaysia. So they're like long distance relationship for quite a while now.
The plan is eventually she'll visit whenever the borders open for 3 months. And she'll stay with me for 3 months, and then she'll have to go back. And then eventually either I'll move to England or she'll move here, but I
Or you
think
guys can
it's more
meet,
likely I'll move there.
or you guys can meet halfway.
Or is halfway the middle of the ocean.
Water. We're just gonna
It's
build
probably
a
somewhere in
raft.
like China.
And that's it, we live on the raft
You
now.
guys are gonna move into China together.
Like,
I'm cool with it.
Another question: how long have you guys been dating?
Around a year now. So we've
Like,
been friends
it's-
for 3 years.
yeah, I know. We knew each other for like 3 years, but we started dating like around a year ago.
Ray says, or you guys can both move in with me and Ray.
How
I'm down to move to Canada,
that's
but
good.
it's
Yeah.
Sam that like absolutely hates
and it
the
is
cold.
cold.
Then you're
I don't hate
you're
it
gonna have to
when
get
cold and
adapt to
that's
that though.
I'll... Come on, I'm so skinny. Have you seen how skinny I am? I have nothing to protect me from the weather.
All good.
Yeah,
Christine,
Christine,
hit us with
keep
it.
asking, keep asking away.
But also, Andrew, I'm with you. I've got the same problem with Mies. People just don't believe they're real when literally the plural of moose is a flock of Mies.
Yo,
but-
Tony.
Guys, just want to put it out there. If me and Tarek break up anytime in the near future, the Mies thing, just in case that's a shock to any of you.
Chris.
How do we maintain it? It's rough. But like, we video call a lot of the time, and like, I don't know, we just do things together that like, you know, kind of feels like you're doing it as if you're. So like, we watch like Netflix together, so we watch things at the same time, so we can like discuss what's going on, and like, you know, we're on the same page with it all, and then like, oh, we play on a site where you do like, kind of like standard games, like things like chess and like checkers and stuff like that, so we like play them together, and it's kind of like, it's not the
Yeah.
same, but it makes you feel a bit closer
It's
to
just
them,
like
like it
daily
makes you feel like
activities. Just-
Yeah.
and
We
then like
play
when we're
on
on
like
video,
the
like
PlayStation together and stuff. We just like video call and talk about, you know.
Mare pets,
weird
Ray's picking up
things.
mare pets.
great video. I mean, you didn't say that. Don't say what.
That we're breaking up soon if we break up.
Better tell your man to drop the Mies act.
You better do it.
Oh, okay. So
Andrew.
listen. I'm not saying that I'm anti-Mies because I would like to point out that I made this just for my man. But like, I just do think it's a bit stupid. That's all. That's all I'm gonna say. How far away are you and Crushy? I
They
didn't
both live in the States. It's just
They're just like not
Yeah.
local.
No, you, Decca, even though you don't believe in me.
How often do you? Sorry, I know
Oh.
I'm just like derailing.
no,
the
no,
stream.
no
Not
worries,
asking
no
Christine,
worries.
Like, how often do you get to see each other? Like,
Christine, they're basically with each other
Probably
every day.
regular.
They're on Skype 24/7.
Oh, I just mean like in person. Do they like visit each other like often, or is it like are they too far for it to be like feasible or what?
Hello, Farah. Welcome in. But yeah.
Yeah, I didn't know that either.
Damn.
I've
Is that damn aimed at?
That she met him in
Last
March
year.
last year. That's the longest time.
yeah. Mm-hmm. Oh, okay. Another good question. If you were able to live to the age of 90 and retain either mind or body of a 30-year-old for the next 60 years of your life, which would you want?
I take body because mine already doesn't work, so that would be a bonus.
Yeah, I
Like,
take
I have to body with
body.
30-year-old now.
I'd
You think-
probably. Actually, it kind of depends because if you say body, then what if you've got like dementia and like Alzheimer's? Then what are you gonna do with your body? Just like
Like,
you're still gonna just be sat
it is
there.
pretty
like,
debatable.
Because you have
It's
body
pretty
with it.
debatable with this at this point, I'd say.
I think it's like, I don't know, I think you'd only get to that point like after say like 50, 60 anyway, so you're still getting like
Yeah,
more
body it
time
is.
with a
I've
functional
already
body
got the body of a
and
90-year-old
everything
man.
like that. That's what I'm like. I'm just like fucking up with it. Come on, the good bod, ready. I've already gone to see it. Literally, I'm the opposite. My body's already fell apart. So I'm like, give me a good one. My mind doesn't seem so bad. Oh, no. What you
Yeah,
doing?
body too. I'd say body.
Can do more with
Yeah.
the body. Stupid anyway, so no difference.
I mean, we're all stupids, right? So that's okay. We're all
We're in the right place.
Is there ever an issue of jealousy when it comes to streaming?
In
In
general,
terms of
what do you
like,
mean?
what? That me or you? Can I get an elaboration on that noise, please?
There's like a smidge, just a smidge of jealousy on her side.
Oh, yeah,
iPod. If there isn't now.
This is
I think it was more in the beginning. So like when we first started like with the whole streaming thing, and like initially we obviously you do the whole thing where you like you network, don't you, and you're in other people's streams and you're talking to other people and stuff. And like at first there was for me because it was all really new and I was just like, oh, I don't know if I'm cool with that. And like obviously it's just communication, so like I talked to him about it and he was just like, yo, nothing to worry about here, and I'm like, alright, fine. So now he just flirts with men all the time, and I'm just like, yeah.
and then
Never
you're,
mind,
you're also
another
jealous
boyfriend.
of me and Tarek's relationships too.
I'm not
It's-
jealous, Jim. I'm just disappointed in you.
She's
both.
jealous. See, it's
Christine,
kind
Christine,
of like-
if you don't know, Sammy's gonna be
Yeah.
mine and Tarek baby holder for the 9 months.
No, because I'm not even having children for my own sake, especially not for these idiots. But they think that I am.
that isn't really jealousy. Like if I'm supporting female streamers or like guy streamers, she's chill like about all that. Like she's the only one for me. She knows that. It's just like I'll support anyone. Like if like I like them, they're a nice person. Blah blah blah. I'll like support anyone. Everyone in this community is, by the way. But like with the whole like female streamer thing and stuff, I won't like try and be like overly complimentive just because I don't want her to like
The men. The men.
think I did.
He just
So,
tells the men that he
she
literally
knows
wants them
she
to like
knows
get in bed
she
with
knows-
him, but he wouldn't dare compliment a woman.
she knows I love her, so it's fine if like I go to Randy and tell him to hug me with his
Sorry.
tight big guns and like tell me everything's gonna be okay. So that's fine. If I tell
He wants-
Super Cervix to dick me
He
down,
wants forehead
that's
kisses
fine.
from all of the men. He wouldn't dare tell a woman she looks nice.
Yeah, Christine.
Try and like not do that so like she doesn't have to worry.
Yeah, Christine, Sammy's mine and Tarek's baby holder for the next 10 years, so.
I'm their surrogate, apparently. Against my will, obviously. But
I mean, it's.
I guess y'all will see me pregnant at some point.
Christine says she's.
That's fair, though. I think it depends on, like, the level, I suppose. Because, like, obviously there's sort of different aspects. Obviously, like, if you go into, like, a girl streamer, like, into a stream, and you're like, oh my god, you're, like, really good at Valorant, like, nobody cares, do you know what I mean? Like, that's just, like, you're good at the game. But if you go in, and they're like, oh my god, you're so hot, you'd be a bit like, not sure about that one, Chief. So it's just, like, figuring out, like, the boundaries of it all, I guess. And as long as, like, you spoke to him about it, and, like, take it
It's
you're
like-
fine now, because, like, you know, you're still going, so I guess you kind of worked it out, but
It's like a weird one because like you'll see people like on stream be like, yeah, I just like look really ugly today and like I'm not, you know, and like you want to say like, no, you don't, and like, you know, it's chill, which is like fine, but I don't want to say, oh no, you're so pretty, like, you know, something like that.
So, like, was it hard to get used to it though, Sammy?
like, it was just so honestly for me it was just like kind of taking on board that it was a personal issue. So like it's just I have like low confidence and I have like self-esteem issues and things like that, and like that's like my issue to deal with. But that like does mean that like if he was being like really nice to another girl streamer, I might be a bit like threatened. I might be like, oh my god, like he likes it more than he likes me. Of course he likes it. Do you know what I mean? Like it's a whole
Yeah.
like cycle in your own head. And like initially I talked to him about it because like he kind of like sensed that something was off. He was a bit like, like you're acting strange, and I was like, yeah, okay, so like here's the thing. And then like kind of at first he sort of made an effort to like reassure me and be like, said this to somebody in the stream, but like you know, you don't have to worry, like it's not like that, like don't like get stressed. And I'm like, yeah, that's fine. And then like since then we've kind of evolved to a point where like because of the reassurance I don't need that anymore. I'm just like, no, it's fine, I know he doesn't mean anything like sinister like when he says things, or like he's just trying to be nice and like it's just like friendly, it's not anything more. I think just like that one conversation that we had kind of made it a lot easier in the long run, as opposed to if we'd never talked about it and I'd probably still be sitting here being like that he's like saying certain things to people because I don't understand like the like, the context behind it and that kind of thing.
Ray has a
Ray,
great.
absolutely 100% yes, but just I'm gonna point out that the eating I thought was heading elsewhere.
Yeah, I knew you were gonna say that was going somewhere else. And no, it is. It's like
yeah, 1,000,000%.
because we like video call so often, and like you kind of like even now, like you're just sitting there looking at them, and like you just crave like hugging them, or like you just want to like hold them, and it's almost worse that they're right there, but they're not right there. But at the same time, it's like it's comforting that you're still like close to them without being close to them. But yeah, it is really difficult. Like
Hey, like
some days are worse than
I
others.
just
He meant eating together, like dinner together.
yeah, like dinner. Yeah.
No, Ray.
That's
You're
what I
right. You have to
meant.
remember, Ray. You have to remember they're also on different time zones too, so it's harder to match. It's hard to have meals together.
Yeah, we're both just 10 hours. It's my I'm like, come on, let's have dinner together, and Ty's like, it's 4 a.m. Bro, I'm like,
It's time to go sleep. It's time to go sleep,
Yeah.
Derek.
I love that Ray keeps mentioning his name and his stream. It's just like, shut up.
Yeah, like the desert at 4 o'clock. Yeah, right. No big deal. Answering at 4 o'clock. That's not bad.
It's time anyway. It's not real.
It's a man-made punch.
Where did I have my mouth?
Hello, Erica. Thank you for the alert.
Hi and bye. Eric.
Zoomer Erica. Zoomer and Boomer Erica are both in chat, yo. Alright, what does Ray have to say?
It's funny, Ray, because like it feels like with COVID, it's gone one way or another, where it's either they've ended up apart and can't see each other because of lockdown, or they've ended up just stuck in the house together for like 8 months solid, and they're just sick of each other. And like, it's funny to see the contrast of these people who desperately want to see their partners and these other people who desperately want to kill their partners. I'm just like, well, we're not that alone, you know?
So we'll call one Erica and one Urka. How does
I've
that
called
sound?
them like that, like the way it was too. Like I always called the Urka like actual Urka, and then like epitome Erica. Like I think it's easier to remember that way.
I'm both.
Yeah, she's definitely on both sides. she's playing both teams.
And then
I'm Hannah Montana. I get the best of
yeah,
both worlds.
you get the best of both worlds.
You get the limo.
Oh, thank you, Super Cervix, for the. Oh, there goes the meme.
Sam is 27.
Sorry,
I am.
Hold on, you know the alert's going through. Hold
Three.
on. All right, there you go. Nice. That's-
Oh, yeah. Sorry. Yeah, I don't have the audio on. So.
I do. I'm sorry.
Yeah, Sammy is 27 and Tarek is 24, 25, 24.
23. I'll be 24
So
this
I'm older
year, and
than you by a
she'll
few months
turn
then,
28.
right? Then Tarek, I'm older than you by a bit. Since I turned, I
not
turned
sure.
24 on November.
Oh, damn. Yeah, you're like a year older than me, James.
Birthday's in
I'll
September,
turn
so.
24 in September.
Like, do you think the age gap matters
And
though?
in
Do you
November you'll
think
turn
the
20.
age gap matters?
It's a strange one because, like, sometimes it can. And, like, so I personally, I've never dated anyone younger than me. Like, everyone, they've always been, like, around the same age as me. But, like, I think it comes down to, like, maturity. So, like, it doesn't act young. Like, he doesn't, like, I wouldn't know the difference most of the time. Like, when we talk and stuff like that, it doesn't feel like he's younger than me because he's, like, we're on, like, the same level. Except when he's, you know, shooting on niece and stuff like that. But that's just his because he's 23. Let's not blame his age on that one. But, like, just, it's weird. You just, it doesn't really feel like there is an age gap. You don't notice because it's.
Wait, Sammy, Ray's talking about how you guys dated for a bit too.
Oh, I'm sorry, Ray. How could I forget about our love affair? Don't tell Tyler though. No, are you gonna expose me like this live on
How we
stream?
doing, Randy Pandy?
No, did he say you've got a porn star?
Yeah, I gave him a little. You know.
So,
No.
Tarek, does the age gap matter or
I
no
hate it.
to you?
Not in our personal situation. I think like it can. Like obviously for
It
some
was
people it
for
depends.
me, Linda.
Oh, go on.
Linda's not here though, so it's fine. Oh, we lost the audio. We
Sammy.
lost the audio. Yeah.
Me?
You.
Can
Yeah,
you hear
now we
me?
can hear you.
Okay. I never had a girlfriend before Sammy. Like, not one. So, I can't really compare, like, what it would be like. But, like, it doesn't really make a difference. It's kind of annoying because she's, like, I'd say, better off than me. So, like, she can take care of me, but I can't take care of her type of deal.
I would like
So
to
it's like-
interject and say that buying you McDonald's like once every 6 months isn't really taking care of
McDonald's.
a human being.
Okay, but she can like buy me stuff and like spoil me and stuff because like she kind of like say if I was 27 now I would have like I'd like to think made it somewhere in life and like been able to like support her more or like buy her shit or like spoil her if I wanted to, but because like I'm younger I'm just like you know not there yet, but like besides that like no, not at all, doesn't matter to me.
Does this man think I have money, first of all?
More money than me is like money, so
So Christine asked, "What are you guys' occupations as of right now?"
I am in university. That's basically my job. The government funds me to learn.
I am unemployed, except like, my dad has his business and stuff, so like I used to like help out here and there with things and stuff, but apart from that, unemployed. I am like studying computer science now to try and like, get myself somewhere in life, get like a good job and stuff like that. Just
And what does your dad do?
a whole bunch of things. Got like
Dabbles.
he dabbles.
That's not that. That's
Got
not,
like
wait,
a
wait, wait.
beauty care. He's got like a beauty care line, and he got like a farm on the side somewhere as well.
And you help around him with him too with that.
He used to, like, for the most part. These days, not so much.
Right, Randy, I do have to just address the fact that he asked, do I like your porn stash? I would like to point out I do. However, 3 days ago he shaved his whole beard off, and I liked the beard, and now I'm sad that the beard.
Honestly, it's
Looks more porn stash without the beard.
there's nothing wrong with it. Yeah.
Wow, James, God, why don't you two just get a room?
So Christine,
Maybe we will.
so like me and Ray, we both know how you fell in love, but would you like to tell everyone else how you guys fell in love?
So it's a bit of a weird one because like, so we obviously we met like through the site.
Yeah. Like,
years ago.
not. I shaved the beard 3 days ago, not the mustache. Snaggy.
Yeah, the beard. It is gone. But yeah, so we met like 3 years ago, and then like initially we were just like in a Discord server together. We didn't really interact that often. We just kind of like used to like send each other things on the site and like thank each other in messages, and that was about it. And then we found out that like we both played Fortnite, so we started playing Fortnite together. And like it was weirdly like it wasn't an instant thing or anything. Like for years we were just really good friends, and then like me and my ex broke up and I moved into university halls, and like I kind of went through a period where like my family were kind of like supporting my ex more because I broke up with him, which is fair, but like I was just kind of on my own like in this like new place, and thought it was like there for me a lot, and we kind of just like things like went from there and never looked back. I did not skip. How dare
You just said
I admitted to my
you just said the site. You just said site. You didn't say what site.
He yelled it for me. I felt like I didn't need to elaborate further. Out of the bottom, exposing me. God. Okay, if you'd like to add anything to that, maybe tell them a little bit more about the site. Maybe just
Yeah,
shame us a little bit
tell us the
further.
story, the
Okay,
full story.
y'all. Okay. www.marapets.com/referral ID. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I signed up to the site when I was 9 years old. I just came back from time to time. That's all. It's like it's funny because like me and her both joined when we were like little, and it's just like funny that the timing, because I got temporarily banned, suspended underage, doing stupid shit as always, and I did a whole like joke thing with stuff, and she saw me beforehand and like took a screenshot, sent it to her friend, and she's like, this guy's funny. And then eventually months later someone's like, how about we make a Discord server for the site, and we kind of just like met. Always stupid shit, right? Always. We met like on the Discord server, just like talking about daily life and stuff, and she's like, oh, you play Fortnite? I was like, hell yeah. I was like, do you play Fortnite? She's like, hell yeah. She's like, you want to play sometime? I was like, hell yeah. And then we started like playing almost every day, a few hours here and there, and stuff, and it's just like the friendship kind of blossomed. You start like talking while you're playing, like about life, about things, about stuff. We just like became really close friends. And then a few years later, you know, she was down in the ruts, and obviously as her best friend, you know, I had to like be there for her. And I don't know, it just like, you know, kind of clicked. And we tried this shebang out, and it's kind of going good. It's going well.
Can I add on to that and explain why it is that we had so much time to talk when playing Fortnite? Is this poor man who you have seen him do nothing but push other people and fight when playing Fortnite, used to sit in the roof of a building for 15 minutes instead of fighting people just because I was too scared to fight.
So you're the typical camper then, Derek.
I was a camper. He wasn't, but he was
I'm not. No, I
nothing else to do.
I'm like I'm the shark in the water. I'm a tilted towers. Like I landed tilted
I love
towers
tilted
every
towers
single
too.
game I'd play
I love
solos.
tilted towers.
The only place I'd land. And then I played with Sam, and she like wasn't that good at the game at first. And she was just
Still
like,
not.
she was just like, yeah, no, I don't want to fight because I always die. And then she gets frustrated, and I was like, it's chill, we can go somewhere quiet. And then we'd just like sit in one house with like the walls up, and we'd just like be talking, and we'd just be like, is someone there? And then just like, you know, talk about life, talk about things. It's just chill.
Do you guys think it will be different when you guys meet up with each other?
No.
I don't think so. I think we're at a point where like this is just so natural to us that like, there would be nothing that would make it any different. No?
Yeah, like nothing. Like, you know, we eat in front. That's like the number one thing I get from my parents is like, but what if you don't like her in person? Like, what if she eats like, you know, with her mouth open? Like, you know, are you sure? Like, you can't be sure. Like, I've seen her eat on video. I wouldn't care if she ate like with her mouth open, even though like, you know, gross. But like, it's fine. Like, it's chill. That wouldn't like deter me from it. Like, it's not like, oh my god, you're gonna spend your life with her and she eats with her mouth open. Don't tell me, you know, like, no. Like, I love that. Like,
and I'm like, he's literally fell asleep on Skype to me and like been asleep for like 3 hours. I know he doesn't snore. Like, it's fine. Like, I know what he's like asleep through the works at this point. Like, there's nothing like left to discover.
Yeah.
I suppose, if that is the right way to phrase it.
I've done that too. I dated a girl in Ireland for a bit. It didn't work out because they went back. Because this was mainly like during like winter break for them too, right? So. And then yeah, we parted ways after winter break, and then we still talk. It's like she's actually a good friend, so nothing.
that's you, Randy.
How does it feel to?
I just. Do you all? Should we do like a live stream breakup so that you can all fight over time? And then after, like the second segment of this stream, I'll just dip out. And you can bring Randy in and like super cervix, and you can all just like try and win him over.
Yo, anybody who believes in the Mies, I am
gang?
like,
No,
anytime.
We haven't asked Ray the question yet. Though. We haven't asked Ray the question yet. We haven't asked Ray. Ray doesn't know about the thing, the Mies.
Yeah, Ray, what's the plural of moose?
Ray, do you know the plural of moose, Ray? Moosies? No, mooses? He says mooses. Ray, it's meese, yo. It's meese.
But we did get an actual question, and I don't want to skip over that because I feel bad if we really commit
It's
it.
meese.
But, we were asked.
Mando Alba, you do not have to look it up because, see, here's the thing, and I'm sorry if y'all have heard this like a billion times now because I never shut up. I know, I'm sorry, but the word moose being the plural of the word moose,
I hate it.
It's
Yeah,
just-
it's okay, yo. I hated Tarek for a bit too.
it's
It's fine. And then
just
and
not
then
it.
and then and then
It's
hearing
not.
it everywhere
What-
too. It's not. It's just, you know, just.
The education system was rigged by a Mies hating secret organization. They knew a flock of Mies meese getting together would be too powerful for the world. So they were like, I bet we're rigging the educational system to tell you that it's moose, when in fact, if you see one moose, it is a moose. If you see two meese, it is a meese. 3 meese, 4 meese, 5 meese, and so on. So the plural of moose is meese. If you see multiple meese together, it is a flock
So-
of meese. Thank you for listening to my TED Talk.
2 meese is a meese. It's a meese.
Exactly, that makes no sense. I honestly.
No, 2
No,
mooses.
anyway, right,
Okay.
we're
So Snackies. No. 2 moose is a meese.
Moving on from this, I can't make. I just can't have this whole stream be a moose discussion. I actually just have to like throw myself off a
Okay.
cliff.
But to answer your question, Christine, if we broke up, would we still be friends? I'd like to think so, except like in her mind it goes differently. So
I would be. He would. This is the thing. It depends which way it goes as well. But he would want to be friends. But I just like
Stay away from me. Stay
I
away from me,
like-
please.
hold on to things. I'm like. What's the word I'm looking for? I like. Hold grudges, but like it's not a grudge. Just like that kind of thing. So I'd just always be like. You know, in the back of my mind, I'd be like mad about it or something. I don't know. I feel like I just wouldn't. Like, my ex, like my previous ex, like we didn't stay friends by any means, but he still like occasionally messages me on Facebook about like whatever's relevant. He's like, oh yeah, I need like a code
Yep.
for the PlayStation or something. Like, and then he'll just be like, how are you? And I'm like. It just feels weird, you know, like it feels wrong like you don't want to like tell them too much about your life because like you know they're gonna like use it against you or something. I don't know. I'm a bit suspicious, but I love that you get me.
Yeah.
Kristen gets me. She's
I'm an
like,
overthinker as well here.
Okay,
I
I should-
overthink a lot too.
I don't see anyone that's just like oh, we're friends, vibing,
Yeah,
vibing.
overthinking in general should be covered too. You know, like with mental health coming up too. Like not many people talk about overthinking in this world, so it's always good.
I think it's because people don't like it's almost like not shameful, but like when I'm like that, like even with Tarek, like he'll be like, "What's wrong?" and I'm like, "Nothing," because like whatever it is that's wrong is so stupid that I'm like, I can't share that with you. That's ridiculous. And like I think people get to that point even with things that aren't like irrational because they're just like. No, like I should just keep my thoughts to
Okay,
myself. Like I
but-
won't bother people with these.
but on that note, this is the same lady that says communication is key, and then you talk to her
I
and you're
always
like,
communicate.
what's wrong,
do that
baby
if
girl?
she-
And she like, nothing is wrong. Why would you think anything is wrong?
Yeah, it's true. Christine, we introverts overthink a lot.
Yeah, okay, that makes a lot of sense because, like, same. Yeah. I think it's more common than people think, but everyone's just, like, too scared to be honest about the, like, ridiculous thoughts that they have.
Okay, so Ray has a good question. Does this change your whole perspective on meeting people online? That love could be found online and not the reality.
I like always believed you could find it online. Like, you know, worlds apart is hard. It really is. Like, it's not easy by any stretch of the imagination, but like, it's doable. Like, if you want it.
I'm sorry, Snappy took that and
It triggers every time. It's just funny.
If you want it badly enough, or like, you know, if you believe in it like enough, you can make it work.
So I'm a weird one for it, and this is like me. I'm like such a suspicious person. I don't know if you've all picked up on that yet by like the many things that I've said, but like I'm really like wary of like just people in general. Like even like the people that I've dated at like not with you by the way. Don't worry before you like get wary about this. But like I've always had like that thing in the back of my mind that's like, what if they're like one of those murderers that you read about that like seems normal for 10 years and then just snap kill this guy? Do you know what I mean? Like you just never know. And like I think like the aspect of online makes it like so much less like trustworthy. Like things like doing streaming and like obviously meeting you and stuff like that, like it's kind of made me a bit less suspicious of the whole thing. Like at the same time, I still don't know that I would trust people online, like, in a relationship aspect. Like if we ever didn't work out, like I still don't think that I would like do this again. Think that like this was kind of the exception to the rule, because like I've done things like Tinder
Yeah.
and stuff like that, and like it would always get to a point where the guy would be like, okay, you want to meet up, and I'd be like, no, because you will like kill me and dispose of my body parts in different bags. Like we're not going for dinner because I'll end up dead. Like I'm still very like wary of people I didn't like sort of meet, like, you know, through people, or like in a setting where like it's safe and you get to know them and stuff like that. I don't know, it's just there's just something about it that just doesn't quite sit right with me. So I don't know, right? I still think that I'm quite like wary of the online world outside of Twitch, because Twitch is just like a really like reliable,
Yeah.
wholesome place. But yeah, you know that everyone's got like good intentions and they're all nice, but like still, I see, Christy. Yeah, you've got to be like so careful, because like I know this stereotype, it can absolutely go the other way, but like in terms of like more commonly, men are really dangerous, and like if you always hear about like a woman who met a man from like she met him online and like she went to see him and like she got murdered, or like she went missing and they never found her, or she was kidnapped. Like it's one of them. It's just like women have got to be so cautious. Like maybe that's why for you, you've just said like, no, yeah, online is fine. Like I feel like whatever, but I'm a bit like, I don't know, because like what if that man wants to kill me
this
and
man
like
like
skin me?
murders.
Yeah, if you guys watch the movie
It's just like
Social
it.
Media, it's basically that too. This girl met.
Yeah.
It's actually a good movie.
Right, I'm dangerous on Apex. That's about it. Like,
Yep, that is true, Christine.
Oh,
That is true.
Catching up of Flax.
Sammy, have you ever walked?
Like...
Have you ever been scared walking out at night on your own?
I don't know if I want to get into this, because it kind of exposes my mental health on like 85 different levels. But when I was like 17, 18, I used to purposely go walking in the dark in the hopes that somebody would murder me. So I don't think that I'm a really good example on women in that one, because it wasn't really there for me at that point, because I was like, oh come on, this time someone's gonna murder me. I can feel it in my bones, and then they never did. So I don't know if I'm like lucky and stupid, or just stupid, but I don't, it was.
Christine, don't listen to that.
Like I do get it. The thing is, well, I lived in a really nice area, so I was quite lucky that I grew up in like quite a like not posh, like we weren't rich or anything, but like the area was a lot nicer than like, you know, other places that we'd lived when I was younger. So like the area wasn't really the kind of place that like you would find kind of like, you know, bad seeds and like those types of people, so it never really worried me. But there was occasions where like I'd be out somewhere at night and like you kind of sense like a presence, and you sort of like you're looking around and there's like a man like in the street, and you just like you turn around and leave and go home, because like you just automatically assume that like it's unsavory, because why would a man be out at night like walking where I'm walking? Like it just, you do just have to be like suspicious a lot of the time, just because it's like instinctive, it's just built into us to be that way.
Yeah, I'm
Right, sure.
it's okay. I'm actually the same way too when it comes to walking alone. Like it's not just for girls too, right? It's for guys also. So
Yeah, absolutely. Like that's why I don't want to like kind of make this a whole thing where I'm like only women deal with that. But I think it's just, even if like it's not necessarily the case that it's more common in women, but it's more like represented with women. Like you always read it in the stories that it's like a woman was being stalked at night and she got murdered in an alleyway, and it's like, you know, it's very focused on like women being the victims to it, because like I think realistically we're easier targets. Usually we're a lot smaller, like we can't really like fight as well as a man could, I guess, depending on like, obviously I've never taken like fighting classes or anything like that. But I think it's just, if you were walking down the street and you saw like petite woman on one side of the road and like a 6-foot man on the other side, you're gonna know which one's gonna be easier to take down, I guess. So it's just, I guess that's just like, you know, how it's viewed. So
like I agree. Like the whole thing is, I worry like sometimes too. Like what if like someone tries to mug me, or what if like someone like tries to like kidnap me or something, and like for whatever reason. But I always have in the back of my mind that like I can fight back, kind of dealio. Which I feel like with most women, they're like most of the time like physically weaker and like or shorter or something like that. So it's harder for them to put up a fight.
Yeah, it's like you hear about women who like walk down the street carrying their key between their fingers just in case, so like if they get attacked they've got like some kind of a weapon to use, because that's like all we've really got. It's not a case of physical strength, because like 9 times out of 10 we don't win based on physical strength. It's just
Yeah.
we're physically weaker. She's not wrong.
You.
On a brighter note.
But like if you guys were there too on my podcast where Randy interviewed me, I was talking about like how I have visions, right? Like these visions are starting to happen more often. Like I see these off, like when I walk by myself, right? I can picture like someone like getting killed just right in front of me, or like right behind me. Like I always imagine those things, and like I wish overthinking didn't got that powerful to me at this point. So yeah. Like it's hard.
You're doing amazing again.
Like I see these visions too, but I know it's not gonna happen. But I do see these visions as if they are gonna happen.
Well, I'm terrible for it. He'll like oversleep, so like we'll both go to bed at the same time or something, and I'll wake up 8 hours later. Like he'll still be asleep 2 hours later, and I'm just sitting there like he's dead, and nobody's told me. I can't believe nobody's told me that he's dead. And then he wakes up and he's like hi, and I'm just like, oh my god, I thought you were dead. Just like, why would you think I'm dead? And I'm like, I don't know, you just didn't reply, you were still asleep, it's been so long, you must be dead. Like, instead of being like he was tired and he slept for longer, I'm just like, no, he's straight up dead, he died. Can't believe he died.
Right.
We don't know. Like, what?
Alright, cheers guys. Cheers to water. Hydrate.
I'm out of water, but I will go get some and also visit the restroom in it.
Alright, so
Oh,
Christine came up with one of the questions I was going to ask you guys eventually, right? So, where is it? Name.
Shall I
I
go?
guess yeah. You can say it,
gone
then
then,
we'll
or-
yeah. Okay, so
Gonna miss all my...
what are the things you guys both have in common?
What we have in common? Weirdly, not a lot. Like, so we obviously both play video games, and that's kind of like what brought us together. But like, we both have a god awful sense of humor. That's one of the things that like with my ex, he was like I'd make jokes that I would think were really funny, and he'd just be like, I don't get it. And I'm like, what do you mean you don't get it? It's a joke. Like, laugh at my joke right now. Whereas, like, Tarek will go to make the same joke that I go to make, and it's like, just love it because it's like someone who finally gets my like really ridiculous, like, funny humor. Like, outside of that, it's so strange because like we literally won't run out of things to talk about ever. We'll just like, there'll never be a moment where like there's not something we want to say, but like we don't like the same things. Like he likes rap music and I'm like into rock, and he just hates rock music, so he's listened to like some songs that I've recommended him. He's just been like, oh, I don't know how I feel about this, it's not that great, and I'm just like, that's fair, you don't like rock. And like he watches football, I've tried to watch football with him a few times, but I just can't get into it. And like, it's really funny that like realistically we don't have that many things in common, but like we make things in common. So like we both started watching Marvel together, like even though beforehand he wasn't really that into Marvel. You know, his whole thing with Batman, and like, but like now that he's gotten into it, it's kind of like a common ground where we get excited to sit and watch Marvel together, whereas before we both like I quite like Marvel, but I wasn't like that invested in it. Now it's like a big thing for us. It's like we both watch Marvel together. It's like our thing. You guys know it, we're always posting in like people's streams like, oh god, we've got Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. to watch, whatever, and it kind of just like, you just make things in common. And I know that sounds like really silly because like, sure it is easier if you just have things in common to start with, like, you know, you have things to talk about or like common ground, but like you don't necessarily have to be like the same person to... Yeah, so like that's what I was about to say, is like, I know it's really cliche, but opposites do attract, like and it's like kind of it helps you to sort of bring each other out of your comfort zones, and like, so the way he made me a playlist of like rap songs, and I made him a playlist of like rock songs, and like, even though it's not something we would have normally done.
What's your guys' favorite?
Both, like,
What's your guys' favorite Marvel movie as of right now?
Marvel movie. Ooh. Oh, what one have I liked the best? You wanna a rundown on what you've missed?
It's not that we didn't.
I heard football, rock music, Marvel.
And then Tarek, what's your favorite movie?
Christine's, that's what our
Marvel
favorite Marvel
movie.
movie is.
Thank
Yeah.
you, Ray.
So far that we've watched.
Yeah. It's like far too many now. My brain's like, oh my god.
So Domain came with a good point. He says, I think it's important to have some common ground to talk, but having different tastes is also good.
Exactly, I think that's what it is. Like, we've kind of introduced each other to like new things that we wouldn't have bothered with otherwise, and like obviously not everything was a hit. It's not like he suddenly is like, oh my god, I must go to every rock concert that ever existed. But it's kind of just like, you know, he found a handful of songs where he's like, oh yeah, I listen to that one sometimes now. Like, it just comes on my playlist and I quite enjoy it. Whereas like he would never have found that song because he doesn't like that genre type thing. And it's just like that, but with a lot of different things. You do kind of just like broaden your spectrum of like, you know, things that you enjoy. And like, you know, you don't have to stay inside the same box. Sometimes you find things that you like. So try and think of my movie then.
I'd say probably like Civil War or Black Panther.
Yeah.
Black Panther, but no.
We're not like caught up to like Endgame and Infinite War yet, which I've never seen, but obviously the memes and the
Yeah,
internet have,
like it's
pretty
hard
much-
to not spoil yourself now, especially like
Yeah, but for the most.
no,
it's
but like me
well,
and Ray, we watched what, like both of them 5-10 times each.
Damn.
So
Super fan.
the thing is, I never like even for me, right? Like it's hard for me to understand movies itself. Like I don't know how. Like when you come out of a movie, right? Like everybody's talking about this and that. Like I literally still don't understand. Like I need someone to sit right beside me to explain like, what's happening. Otherwise, like I want to understand the movie at all.
You must have loved Inception.
Oh my god, I have to watch like 4 times and I was still like, that. What level are they in now? Oh, it's horrible. It's good though. I feel like I want to go for Iron Man. I feel like it feels a bit cliche because like Iron Man was one of like the first ones I watched, and like I've since watched like all of them. But Iron Man, I just love him. He's so arrogant, but in like a really great way. He's better than Batman.
It's okay. I still think Batman's better than Spider-Man, so it's
Yeah,
okay. We've gone through this so many times.
No, we can't get into this discussion or I will just simply pass away. I will explode. Oh, man.
So, in real life, what?
Right, hang on, no, I'm sorry,
no.
you have to stop
No,
for
no
just 1
worries.
second while I just one thing with Snap. Batman is a fake superhero. He's just a rich boy with gadgets.
So is
That's why
Iron Man.
Spider-Man's better.
So is Iron Man.
Yeah, I admit to that. All the other Marvel heroes aren't, so the Marvel heroes outweigh Batman because Batman's just Iron Man, so they cancel each other out, and then Marvel's better.
No.
Don't know. I'm not getting into this. Continue.
It's okay.
Sorry.
Literally snacking. This is what I have to deal
It's
with.
okay.
I have to like defend. Okay. We'll let it go. We've
We'll
literally discussed
we'll
this
have
for
a
hours.
superheroes debate another
Yes,
stream.
We have to have a superhero.
We'll have another. Not how you fight.
There
Yeah,
you go.
exactly.
That is one thing that annoys me about Batman is that he'll never kill like the villains, like even though like you know they deserve it. Like
Exactly.
you get the whole stance where like they don't want to cross that line because once you cross the line, that's when, like, you know, it becomes easier. Like, it makes sense, but sometimes, like, this man literally just, like, bombed 7, like, orphanages and, like, drowned kittens. Like, you know, you gotta kill him. But they're just like, no, I'll just put him in jail for him to, like, escape in 3 years' time for the
Exactly.
sequel.
He doesn't even put them in jail, he just knocks them out and leaves them lying in an alleyway. He's like, we're never gonna wake up, we don't have to worry about that guy anymore. And then he's shocked when, like, 4 minutes later he's got him in a chokehold and he's like, oh no, the bad guy. And I'm just like, what?
Anyway, moving
Yeah.
on.
Right. So, next question. If you could change anything about the way you were raised, what would it be?
From parents. Can I swap them out? New ones?
I'd go for less strict, and then throughout the teenage years, richer.
We'll start a poll for you guys for the Superman and Batman debate. Spider-Man and Batman.
Let me vote. Who the hell voted Batman? You're getting banned. You check who's voted so I can ban everyone who votes Batman. And mod powers are finally going to come into use. I just was like, Batman. Spider-Man. Oh, that's not fair.
No, I like Spider-Man. Like, I like it a lot. Like,
All right, you got
What's
your
his
first
name?
ban. You got your first ban, Sammy. You got your first ban.
Who am I ban?
Tobey Maguire was a good Spider-Man. I never watched the Andrew Garfield ones.
I've never watched it.
Tom Holland.
The Andrew Garfield one's the best ones.
Tom Holland does a good job. Like, Tom Holland does the job, like, very well. And I never watched them.
I've only watched
Not
the
Andrew
Tobey Maguire
Garfield.
ones, so I can't relate.
My Spider-Man Christmas period. Not even giving him a fair chance. Watching the Tobey Maguire ones and then making judgments.
That's the thing. That is my beef with, like, all the Marvel movies is their whole plot storyline is Ooga Booga villain take over
Yeah.
the world. That is it. With Batman, you get, like, levels to, like, the villains. Like, you get, like, the whole backstories. You get the whole thing. You get, like, everything, which is just, like, every villain has their own, like, story, and it's good. It's, like, so well done. But with Spider-Man, it's just, like, and with Marvel, it's just, like, Ooga Booga villain take over world.
I am an orphan with money is also not a good storyline, like, origin. Parents died, big fucking. There's an orphanage, like, down the road with, like, 30 kids. So if you gave them enough money, they could be Batman. It's not. I can't.
We'll save it for
It's just got money and.
we'll save it for Marvel
we
vs
need to do a whole
DC
street on this.
debate one day. We'll do that one day. What do you value the most out of your guys' relationship?
Oh, well.
What?
What we value the most out of this relationship? You said
You're just gonna say me.
the
The
love.
love.
I thought you said hello.
Hello?
I was like, do you need me to repeat the question? It's like, that's hard if the girl get water poured on her head and she's just like, hello? Like, I think, yeah, the love is like the obvious. I'm just sorry, I need to just check on the poll. Oh, you all disgust me. The love is like obviously like most valuable thing, but I think as well just like the kind of nurturing aspect of it. So like none of my past relationships have been like this. Like I've been like, you know, kind of not treated very well emotionally by other men, and like this is the first time I've been like not necessarily understood because like I'm like very difficult to understand, but like he at least tries to understand me, and that's like, you know, he's patient with me, and like that's something that I've never had, like not even in family. Like it's just like it's kind of priceless really, because you know you can't like can't fake that kind of affection. It like has to be natural, and like thankfully it is. No, priceless.
Alright, let's take a break from these questions. I have those questions I've asked you, Sammy, on stream. We're gonna ask you them again on stream, so everyone who missed out when I asked those questions.
Yes, right. Absolutely.
Of course, right. You want to be the flower girl? Be the flower girl.
Ray the flower girl? Hell yeah.
You want to be the flower girl as well?
Well, what do you mean? Ray's gonna be my +1.
But the Ray doesn't get his own invite. He's just like, I'll bring Ray. Ray, you're not invited. You have to be my +1. Open bar. My God, Ray, we have no money. What do you mean?
We're gonna start a GoFundMe for you guys' wedding.
We'll start a GoFundMe specifically for the open bar only, Ray, just for you. So we've got the open bar there for you. It won't come otherwise, Ray will be like, is there not open bar? Oh, I don't know, I'm busy that day.
So what's one thing you'd like to tell your younger self?
Like studying more seriously.
That's a big one, actually.
Minecraft wedding when?
Minecraft wedding. Honestly, yeah, we're gonna have to do like a little fake Minecraft wedding. We can like make it a little chapel and stuff like that, and like gazebos.
We'll make it work, right? We'll play together. We can build the venue together, right?
Should we do that tomorrow? Should we start building our wedding venue on our server tomorrow?
Yeah. Why not?
Fridays we play
Sure.
with like we have a separate server, but this server's just like our server, the one we're playing on tomorrow, so we could find like a nice little place and start the wedding process. Should we do it?
Flat out that land and get
Absolutely.
building. Flat out the land, get building.
Yeah, be it first, guys. We're building our Minecraft
Oh,
wedding
Kyle's
venue.
in chat, guy.
What the fuck is up,
Hello,
Kyle?
Kyle.
Chat. I'm broken, he's not here. I can't believe I'm missing out.
Okay.
What would I tell my younger self? The definitely the studying thing, but like, to really, this is like honestly the most cliche, cheesy thing. I'm sorry, everyone, but like, it's gonna be okay. Like, it gets better because like, you know, I feel like we've probably all been there. But there's been points in my life where I was just like, I'm literally not gonna make it past this. Like, this is like where it ends for me. Like, you know, me 10 years ago would probably quite like for me now to just pop in and be like, well, it's been 10 years, we're still going, it's not so bad, like, just the good work, you know, like, just know that it's gonna be.
And yourself, Tarek? Oh, yeah.
That whole studying thing. Yeah.
Okay, so and then another part of this question: if you were to tell your yourself 10 years going forward, what would you tell them now?
It's a difficult one. I guess like, I don't know. F on yourself, bitch. Like, no, you gotta start now. Gotta
Like,
work on myself now. That in 10 years I'm like, okay, hand sign.
kind of
Broke on my
do
phone.
Damien, but like, you know, it's not in stone. Like, there's a whole lot of variables that could change, but the plan is to eventually move in together and, you know, get married one day.
I'm missing chat, mine's broken.
You're not missing chat too much.
Ray said Iron Man sucks.
Here we go.
Thank you, Sammy, for the 4 months.
Everyone else said the memes will take over the world. But everyone just said they love memes.
No, they didn't.
Sounds sure. I trust. I think it's working
Okay.
right now.
Thank
Sure.
you. So, once COVID has been lifted, where's the first place you want to be?
Yeah. Literally, like, I check the government website regularly just to see if they'll let me in yet, and they will see that. Like, I actually said to my personal tutor, so, like, I had a meeting with her in November or December, and she was basically like, so is there anything, like, that you need help with? And I was like, not really, but I do kind of need to let you know that I might just be leaving the country for 3 months in January, but I'll do my work online from, like, halfway across the world. And she was just like, this shouldn't be a problem. And, like, I had to kind of plan that ahead because I genuinely thought the borders would open in January, like, which they didn't. Like, that was the plan as soon as, like, you know, everything was functional again, that I was going to just hop on the next plane out there and leave. And, like, still a plan as soon as, you know, the vaccines are rolling in and we're allowed to do things again. That's why.
And yourself, Tarek?
The airport typical.
Of all places, you want to go to the airport to pick her up?
Like, where else would I go? Like, I'd pick England, but obviously she would be coming to me, so...
You'd
like,
go to England and I'd be the lady who were just like, oh.
which is hilarious, because, like, on Twitter the other day I saw a thing where some girl flew to England to surprise
Yeah.
her boyfriend, and he flew to
I've seen
Paris
those.
to
I've seen
surprise
those
her
too.
at the same exact time. Yeah.
I've seen.
No, you cute. VXK cutie.
Is there any story about your own life you're willing to tell everyone?
Broad.
A story.
You are
about
yourself.
what?
That you're willing to tell
Just
everyone.
like in general. I climbed the Macau Tower
Oh, sweetie.
when one. It's for your support, like you didn't already know. Yeah, I did that. So we went to China because my parents wanted to bungee jump off it. Like bungee jumping, I just don't fuck with because like, you know, like the roller coaster feeling. I just don't understand it. I don't get. It's like when people eat spicy food. I don't understand the joy that it brings. It really just doesn't make sense to me. So I was like, I won't be doing that. You guys have fun. And then my dad was like, oh, you can climb it. Like you climb up to the top with all you like harness gear and shit like that. And I was like, I mean, that sounds like more fun. Yeah, me and my dad climbed it, and it was honestly hella fun. Like, I almost died halfway off. Not literally, but I did, like, almost pass out. And they had to, like, make me stop, and they were like, we're gonna take you back down now. And I was like, no, I can do this. Just let me keep going, I'll be fine. And, like, we made it to the top. And it was, like, apart from the fact that there was, like, a lot of smog.
Yeah.
That, like, it was very nice. Just somewhere else. I'll try and find the pictures and, like, share them. Like, that was an accomplishment for me. It's, you know, I'm not like scared of heights, but like I think anyone is a bit uncomfortable when you get to a certain height, and this was like, I think it's the highest urban climb in the world is like 750 meters. I don't know. Doesn't sound right. Anyway, and so it was one of them where I was just like, I didn't do too bad there. Bad at all.
I haven't done anything like mentionable.
I haven't done anything ever.
I did do like the G2 slingshot or whatever it's called, the G-force. I don't remember, but it's like where like it just shoots you up into the air.
That was pretty high.
It was,
though.
I was scared at first. Like I think it was. Well, I'm not sure how high it was now, but like the initial like shot up was like, whoa. But once you're up there, it's just like a beautiful view. Like it's just like, god damn, like, ooh, look at all that chickens.
You know?
Like my life hasn't been like the most exciting or like, you know, whatever. Dropped out of school 5th grade, went back 9th grade, dropped out again. Did like financials and shit, and I don't know. It's been like an uphill climb since like the recession in '08, but you know, slowly, surely, hopefully, getting there. But it's like I don't know. That's my life.
So you went what? You were homeschooled for a bit, or did you just?
For about like 3, 4 years between 5th and 9th grade, kind of like was on me, like put it upon me to like study and learn. And obviously, me just being me, I was like, study? Hell yeah, okay. PlayStation. Study? You got it. I'm a study. Let's go play football. Come back home. PlayStation. You know it. And then to get back into 9th grade, I had to catch up on everything, which again comes in like the whole like should have taken studying more seriously, because that was like brutal. Just had to like study every day with a tutor, like science, math, English, everything. Got back in, like, you know, passed or whatever. They put me in 9th grade. Um, was nice, and then again had to drop out because like, you know, shitty situation and stuff. But then again, didn't take it seriously until like last year, like around last year when I was like, okay, let me get like some actual skills or something like that, which I can like put on a CV, get a job somewhere, stuff like that.
That's good. That's good to hear. I think the craziest thing I've done was going to Dubai. We went to that highest tower. So you're on the main floor, right? Well, you're on the 10th. There's what 150 floors. It takes them like going from the 10th floor to the 30th floor in 1 minute.
It's a lot of elevator talking time.
Like when you're in the elevator, you don't feel like you're going up, right? But then when you look at the view right outside the window, you can tell you're moving. you're moving like at the speed of light.
Oh my god.
I think it's like once you hit a certain height, because of like the air levels or
Did you-
something, your ears will like pop. Yeah.
Yeah.
I also wanted to go
Really
bungee
cool.
jumping on zip lining in Dubai, but my parents were too scared, so they didn't get to go. And thing is,
Oh.
the thing is, it was me, my dad, my mom, and grandma. Like they all didn't want to go, so they're like I can go by myself. But thing is, there's no experience if I don't experience with someone else as well. So
That's sad.
I might have to go back sometime in the future and do that. You're literally ziplining from one hotel to another hotel, and it's a pretty distant
There's
too.
one in England that's like water. Like the views
Yeah.
are really nice. I've not done it, but I've seen videos, so I reckon that one would be a good one to bucket list. You come visit me, we'll go do it.
I've already have plans to go to the UK soon too, so all my friends are there, so
Aw. I'll be here too. Take me to my first boba tea since I keep getting judged.
all right, Sammy. The question mainly for you: what made you continue streaming after day one?
Honestly, it's a weird one. So like, but there's been like more than one occasion where I've just kind of like sat down and been like, I don't want to stream anymore. Like, I can't do this. It's too much. I'm not cut out for this kind of thing. Like, I'm kind of at a point in my life where, like, up until this point, I've given up on pretty much everything I've ever done. Like, it's quite a like common thing with me that like I kind of set my mind to doing something and then I like start doing it and then like for whatever reason I'm like, no, this isn't for me. I don't want to do this. Like, I'm not feeling this anymore. I'm done with it. And, like, I just feel like I really want to succeed at this. Like, I want this to be the one thing that I like stuck with. And then like kind of you know, I've started seeing like the growth and stuff like that, and then now it's just got to a point where like sort of I wake up on stream days and I'm like, oh, today's stream, and like you kind of get stuck into it. Like it's just so much like kindness now. So like I start my stream and then there's just like people in chat are just like, oh my god, how's your day? How you doing? Like what? Like it's so nice to have that community of people, and like I think now if I ever stopped streaming, I would just it would feel like missing something because I don't have that kind of interaction with people anymore, and like I wouldn't be like talking to you every couple of days and like talking to like you know everybody else who comes and stops by and stuff. And I think it's just like kind of evolved from me just being like I want to succeed at this to like I still want to succeed, but also I'm just having a really great time along the way and like enjoying the company and like just pleasant. It's nice.
Tarek, would you ever stream? Like after I think Randy mentioned you had 50 some followers already on your Twitch account, which
Affiliate, easy peasy, boys. Potentially I may at some point. Like I kind of want to give it a go, but at the same time I'm just like, would I though? Like I'm not like that entertaining or like, you know, anything special. Like I wouldn't bring anything different to the table. It'd just be like me streaming, you know. It's like I'm already on Sam, so like what's the point? I am tempted though to just hit affiliate and then unlock my own emote slots, so I can just like upload whatever and like dick around from time to time.
So would you say it could be a role
Right.
reversal then? Like Sammy, like just recalling you playing games. Then Terry, what do you think of it like that?
Like kind of for sure, but it's also like I try and make it like on a different day than days I'm playing with her, because then it kind of just like defeats the purpose of us streaming at the same time, because then you'd have to like either go to mine, go to hers, control tab, you know, just like keep changing. It's like I try and like do it on different days, and then maybe see like, you know, play some Apex, see if like anyone wants to hop in. Like our good buddy Flat, yeah, like we played with him yesterday, was a great time. We played with our friend Lennon on Thursday on his stream, was a great time. So I'd say like, I don't know, anyone wants to hop in, like, you know, Mr. 30, hop on in, Erica, anyone like wants to join, just, you know, play a bunch of games with friends, play a bunch of games with people off Twitch and stuff like that.
Not allowed to stream on days I stream anyway because you're one of my best friends. Sorry.
You've got Jims. Jims does a really
No,
good
my
job.
stream would die without you and Jim's. Like, I'd just be like, no commands and no read messages. No, everyone would be like, how bad is this stream? I'm like, sorry, my mods are asleep.
It's true.
Uh,
Okay, so now on to the debate questions. You guys already heard this, but I might as well ask you guys again. Does the way you put your toilet paper roll matter?
outwards.
Yeah.
If you go under, you're a godless heathen, and you woke up and chose violence. I just why?
So would you rather? So would you roll from the top or would you roll from the bottom? Is the correct? Which is
To go like towards you, so you're pulling it like
Yeah.
front rather than like underneath.
Okay, so I'm gonna put it out there. I don't use toilet paper really much or at all because, you know, in the lovely country of Malaysia, we have things called bidets, like, and it just makes it like, you know, so much better, so much easier. So if you don't have one, honestly, invest in one. It is life changing.
would you feel different
But,
though?
yeah,
with
over-
toilet paper there or over the bidet?
Definitely bidet is so much better.
Using toilet paper,
I don't
like,
call you a
look
peasant.
down on me because I use toilet paper.
I don't look down on you. No, Ray. I clean. I'm clean. I promise.
It's like race eating all over again. It's just a small misunderstanding before clarification.
Do you watch your belly button?
Oh, I don't like. We were discussing this actually, funnily enough, with Flack on voice when we were playing Apex. You'd mentioned it, and then I mentioned it to him. I was like, "Do you?" And he was like, "Well, yeah." And I was like every time. And I was like, "Not like every time, just like sometimes you do it like properly." But like I can't stand the feeling. Do you know like when you put your finger in your belly button and you can like feel it like within your soul, or is it just me? But I hate it. I'm too sensitive to this world, and like I can't clean my belly button because I feel that, and it makes me feel sick. So my belly button fixed the way it is.
I'm not sure if it technically counts, but you know, when like you're in the shower and you're just like, you know, like applying body shampoo, not lotion, sorry. And then you just like you do like this circular motion, and then like you kind of like just put a finger in there, like.
I do that too. Yeah, yeah, I do that too. Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
And also, that's what he said. No,
Because I've been in a debate on Reddit about this too. More people don't wash their belly button than they do. Like most. And then, so my question: do you wash your feet, or do you just let the water run down?
Let the water run down, but then like with your other foot, put it like on top of the other one and just like rub it with your other foot.
I just like, it's one of them where like not all the time, but like every so often you have to have like a scrub. Do you get like the exfoliating glove and you like just scrub yourself all over, and like that's when the feet happens. But like, I don't wash them every shower because like they're far away, they're all the way down there, and I'm like, it's so far from the beach. Do I look like I have shins?
Yeah, no, for me, like, right, like, so I'll let the water run, whatever. But then after my shower, when I finish, right, like, I sit down on the ledge, of the bathtub, and just like wash it with soap. Just you know.
Yeah, I'm in like a shower.
Yeah.
So I would have to just sit on the floor. Like the floor's cold and like.
Just run it with hot water. It's okay.
And the hell, it's cold. Oh no, it makes me all weird. I just don't want to sit on that.
Another one question with bath: do you shower with hot or do you shower with cold water?
Flaming hot. Just any set fire to me.
It's weird, but I live like in a country that's hot as fuck, so like some days you just want a cold shower because you've been like sweaty and like sweating, but if it's just been like a nice like cool day, I reckon hot water is the go-to.
Yeah, like for me, right? Like people call me crazy for doing this too, but right, I run hot water for like 5 minutes and then switch over to cold water. It's actually like after doing this a few times, I feel my muscles are really relaxed at the most point. Like now I see why athletes do it too. With the cold water.
The cryo freeze chambers and stuff.
Just a baby. Like when I first coloured my hair like this, it said like all the advice online was like wash it in cold water so like the colour lasts and it doesn't come out really quickly. And I for like 3 showers I like froze to death so that I didn't like put any of the colour out, and like I just remember getting out of the shower and just being sat there like contemplating my life. It was like I care about the hair colour that much, but like oh my god. Like shivering like internally, like my bones were cold and I'm just like why can't I breathe it? It doesn't help, but like I was gonna say it doesn't help that I'm in a cold country, but you are as well. Like you confuse me. Do you tolerate a cold shower?
But the thing is, it's a mental thing too, right? To be in a cold shower. Like so, I learned from a YouTuber like don't even think about it going into the cold shower. You just walk into it and just let it happen.
Yeah. Definitely, like so many times. Sometimes you just like oh that's gonna be cold, but then you just like push yourself into it. And it's just like it's fine.
Like I watched so they bought a freezer, right? Like those big ass freezers. He left cold water there overnight, and then he literally sits in there every day, 10-20 minutes a day. He has socks on too, like two layers of socks on. He has two layers of shorts, and he still sits in there like 10-15 minutes a day. It's literally the most therapeutic thing you can actually do out there.
I feel like I would freeze like to death. Like getting into swimming pools when they're freezing, like it is one of those. But then it's just one of those you just like dive into it, and then like you're freezing for like the first like
Yeah.
5 minutes, but then you're like
Once you get
body
going,
regulates
yeah.
temperature or whatever.
Like obviously you're gonna
Have you
shower.
ever been in like ice water?
Oh fuck no, ice
I've
water. no,
I've
but,
I've
like,
been in
freezing
a
cold
ice
swimming
water.
pools.
So we went on a grade 12 camping trip, right? For gym class. We had a 3-day camping trip. Last day we went to hot springs. There's one pool in there is super duper cold. We all so with 3 gym classes plus 1 girls class, we all challenged each other to sit in the cold pool for 5 minutes each. And this challenge was made by the teacher too, right? So it's obviously 5 minutes in the cold pool without like complaining and all that and then whatnot, and you get a simple pass in the class.
I would have taken that for sure.
This is the thing, so I remember I did a photo shoot, this was about 4 or 5 years ago, and the guy had like, basically somebody was throwing in like a clawfoot bathtub away, and he was like, I want it. Like, it wasn't, he brought it into like a studio, but it didn't have like, it wasn't connected to anything, because obviously it was just like bathtub that like was loose. So to fill it, because we were doing it with like, he got this bath on that turns the water black, and it was meant to be like a whole like aesthetic thing and stuff. Like, there was no way to heat the water because it wasn't, we were just like pouring buckets full of water from like a hose into it. This water was like sub-zero, it was absolutely freezing, and like there was no way to heat it, like we couldn't make it any warmer than it was. And like, I genuinely, my body was doing the thing, I was under the water and my body was just like until I like got out again. I couldn't physically like pose for the pictures because like I was just like tense, and I was like, I couldn't like relax my face or anything, and he had to keep like getting me out of the water, and I'm just like, I don't know how you like past that, you know? It was just like my body just kept saying no, get out right now. Not sure. Oh, I think somebody asked that. And
No, on Randy's stream, and yeah, today actually. But her smile, them beautiful eyes, but also like the way she always puts me first, like above everything, which is sometimes stupid as fuck. But you know, like she'll need sleep, she'll be dead tired, and she's just like, but if I'm asleep, we miss out on like
Yeah.
time together. I'm like, but you need sleep, go to sleep, and she's just like, nope, I'm setting like an alarm.
So why don't you
for,
guys
like,
just
to wake up in like 3?
sleep over call? You just sleep together within the.
No, like we usually we do like we don't like sleep
Yeah.
on Skype. We have like once or twice, but like we usually just like say our good nights, and then like, you know, we hang up, we sleep, we wake up. I'll message her, except for, I'll message her, and then she'll message me, and then like when she wakes up, or she'll already be awake and message me back, and then we'll like talk, message, and then like Skype again until like, you know, whatever. But most of the time, like, you know, she'll be dead tired, she'll wake up, she's like, yeah, I couldn't sleep at first, so like I've only had like 3-4 hours sleep, and she won't go the fuck back to sleep. Or like she has like uni and stuff, and she'll still just like sleep like 3-4 hours just to wake up in the morning. And whatever, because like if we like sleep earlier, then I miss out on time with you. So like I'll just sleep like 3-4 hours, go to uni, come back, nap, and then we can like, you know, continue the day as if like I was sleeping the whole time.
Yeah, I have the same mentality too, right? Like if I'm sleeping and then I wake up, I might as well stay awake, and then if I can go sleep later on, then I would definitely go take that nap if needed. Yeah, because then you're missing out so much time if you do sleep too. So I feel Sammy on that.
Yeah. For me, also his eyes, he's got those lovely cute eyes, which is actually a meme, but they are beautiful. And like, he's just got such a gentle soul. Like he's not the type to like raise his voice at you or anything. Like, even if he's like visibly upset or like mad, he won't ever like take that out at me or like be like aggressive or anything. He's very like patient and like understanding, and he tries really hard to kind of get what I'm going through, even though he doesn't understand understand in the slightest at the same time. But like he really makes an effort to like accommodate for like the way my mind works and stuff, even though he doesn't have to do that.
Oh.
Um,
Ray, oh yeah, I forgot Ray eats dinner so early.
God, right? I can't believe
forgot Ray
No.
eating is more important than us.
Damn, Ray.
Wow.
It's like we don't. I can't believe I said you can be the flower girl and now I didn't. Dedicated. Giving the role to someone else.
Okay, that's a move.
Okay, back to superhero stuff. If you were given one superpower for the rest of your life, what would it be?
Teleportation.
That sounds cheesy. That sounds so cheesy.
Right now, you have
Okay,
you've gotta be
flight.
more like,
Okay, fuck teleportation. Flight.
Why didn't you just fly this so where?
No, because
Awesome.
you say it's more work, but I wanna fucking fly and do like 360, like, flips in the air and shit. Sounds like fun.
Yeah, like, no.
Like, you want
Really
something,
powers. You want this power.
I can be like,
It's fun, but also fly to me. And you're gonna get about 4 miles flying, and then you're gonna be like, oh,
Ray wants to be invisible.
you'll never make
He wants.
I'll take
teleportation
it.
is
I was gonna say like invisibility.
So then you can be
but
naked, right?
Invisibility
So you can be naked.
is a perv superhero
yeah,
power.
invisibility feels really like risky because like you just end up in the wrong place at the wrong time and it looks bad. Like you've got to be so careful with invisibility.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the thing is, Ray, you could also walk naked everywhere too, right?
Yeah.
Okay, that's true. Yeah, but it's cold.
But like,
It's cold to walk naked in.
I'm
Okay.
ultimate dad. So when you hold something over someone and you're like, okay, you can't reach it. Imagine the power of that with flight.
Can't reach it because you're 6 miles up in the sky, like flipping off from the fucking clouds. Still, I just think that you're not thinking this through. Honestly, I don't know if this counts as a superpower. Yes, technically, but like I want the ability to know everything, literally everything ever. I just want to know it all. Imagine you're on a
Super
conversation
brain.
with someone
Intelligence, baby.
Yeah, and they're just like, and you're just like, I know all about that. Let me tell you 60 things about that thing, and everyone's just like, why do you know so much about carburetors? And I'm like, that's why. Basically, I know carburetors.
So the know-it-all.
Like, you could win every trivia. Imagine the money you could make. Like a professional like game show.
They
trivia
wouldn't put
quiz.
you on. They wouldn't have you on after a while. Like once you're on like one show and you just like absolutely demolish the questions. No other show would be like stupid enough to like we'd give you like $1 million if you can answer every question right.
No. I think even well, yeah, that's the point. You could go on Who Wants to Be a Millionaire once.
Yeah,
You've got $1 million there, regardless of if anyone like.
But then you
ever
think,
can.
well, so
Like,
you're
I
getting
just don't
taxed
think
though.
it's
You're getting
enough
taxed for that money too.
It's free money, so like you can't complain too much. But like, wouldn't be too suspicious the first time, and even like the second or third time, I think you get away with it before people start to be a bit like, But it's not like anyone's gonna stop and be like, a person has knowledge power, they know everything on the world ever. Like that's stupid. Obviously, that's not the case.
Yeah.
I do. No, I do.
Did you guys watch that? I think that TV show, The Brain, where he challenged the smartest human on Earth, and see if you can outdo him and whatnot. You guys have to watch that show, yeah.
It's like actually.
Yeah, no, it is. It is. Yeah. His name is The Brain too. They call him The Brain.
How do you measure that? Like, how do we confirm that it's him and not like?
Let me see if I remember. I think it was called The Brain. I don't remember his name either, but it's something. Like he's literally like the smartest. Like there's only a few people who outdone him, but it's still pretty rare.
Oh wait,
Yeah, we gotta.
Hi, Derek.
Yeah.
Read? Like this is my channel.
But yeah. Like, did you guys ever watch the how? I don't remember that show, yo, but Better Than a Fifth Grader. Which? Oh yeah, I just
Smarter
wanted
than
to,
a
yeah.
fifth grader.
Have you guys tried?
Yeah.
Oh my god. Have you seen some of the questions that they get asked? There's no way fifth graders know that shit. Like,
Literally.
get the hell. Yeah. I was getting taught something different in little school, and these kids are out here like, I know algebra, and I'm like, yeah, fifth grade. I don't even know algebra now. Yeah, I can know algebra. Like, don't be silly. Child.
Yeah, like you always think like, yeah, I could do that. Like it's nothing, and then like you try and compete with the contestant at the same time, and you're like, fuck, is a fifth grader smarter than me?
I am so not.
Yeah.
It's the worst part is the realization when you get like one question right, and you're like, oh my god, I'm actually so much stupider than I initially realized. Like, I'm never
But
watching a game show ever
some of
again.
the contestants are like dumb as well, where you're like,
Yeah.
that is so simple, that is so easy, and they're just like, what?
Then we would be those contestants, so like we would get something wrong, and there'd be people sat at home like, how stupid are you? Like, oh my god, that's
Sure,
so easy.
sure.
Look at
Wait.
me, and we're just like,
Tarek, I just
Yeah.
searched up "Are you a smarter than fifth grade?" questions, right? And this.
Oh no.
And then you asking the plural of moose is on here as a first grade question.
no.
Yes.
It's
No,
me.
it's no,
If
it's
that
not.
is the $1
No,
million
no.
question,
On here,
I am throwing
here.
all the money
I'll show you.
away,
Here,
and I'm saying
I'll show on
moose.
screen, yo. I'll show on stream. It literally says moose on the questionnaire. It literally says moose. It literally says moose. So Tarek has to go on a
So he's having to like prepare take out this information.
like
Derek gets
Yeah.
it. Derek gets it.
Eh.
yeah, it's moose. From what?
I'm literally throwing all of the
That
money
is
away.
the answer.
Yeah, it literally bolded in as moose too.
This is what I said. The secret organization has rigged the education system. They are lying to first graders. You go, Derek. You go, girl.
Do you guys think you guys would be down to answer all the fifth grade questions right now?
Can try. but
Like,
I might
what
be
would
wrong.
what would you guys prefer though? History, English,
Not
geography?
English I can do.
I'm good with geography. Well, I say good. I'm
No,
somewhat
no.
good with geography.
Terrible. And literally, I thought that Brazil was in Spain until like 8 years ago.
So there's math and science.
I think
Science
if
and might
I
be
pick
okay,
any
I'm
of those
not-
subjects, I'd go with geography.
Yes.
Go with English.
Alright. We'll go geography first for Tarek, yo. This.
Stick this one out.
Okay, I think this one.
You asked me where Philip now.
Okay,
I can
Tarek.
help with that.
This is easy. I don't know if you're gonna get this wrong or right, but I believe in you. What is the main language spoken in the Canadian province of Quebec?
French.
This shouldn't be a fifth grade question. This should not be a fifth grade.
Yeah.
Which country is both an island and a continent?
Australia.
What is the name of the sea bordered by Europe to the north and North Africa to the south?
Would it be the Indian Ocean?
It's the Mediterranean Sea.
The Mediterranean Sea. Maybe.
The Venga Boys even.
The mountain range that includes Mount Everest is called.
The Himalayas.
Imaginary lines traversing the globe from pole to pole is called what?
Not sure.
Meridians.
No, the equator is like
I
the
know you,
half.
but I figured that was just like the same thing.
No, it's like from the North Pole to the South Pole. I knew this, but like, you know, I'm
Not
stupid.
smart than fifth graders.
And so wait, Sammy, what?
You are
And Sammy, what did you say?
English or science? No,
English.
now I'm scared. Now I'm
Okay,
scared.
we'll do
Like,
science.
myself.
We'll do science first.
It's gonna be all like I was gonna say English might be all like some Shakespeare stuff, and I don't stop with Shakespeare. He's boring.
The Earth is at least how many billions years old?
Don't like this game. 50?
The answer is 4 billion. What are the 3 states of matter?
Oh, liquid and gas. That one. Easy.
The Earth has 4 layers, the thickest of which is the mantle. What is the thinnest layer called?
Crust?
Yeah.
Hey,
Animals without backbones are called.
Oh my god, reptiles.
No.
It's not fair. No. It's a vertebrate and oh! Wait, no, wait. You will have to wait. Oh, why ruin it? I don't know. I know, but I don't know. Be close.
Invertebrates is the answer, yeah.
I was close with the bed, but I was just overthinking it a bit
Yeah.
too much.
What species can live both on land and water?
you just said it.
Reptiles.
Amphibians. Technically, like some
Yeah,
reptiles, yeah,
basically.
like the alligators and crocodiles.
Okay.
In my head, like tails.
Yeah.
What's a tail?
Yeah, I don't even know these English ones myself, yo. Thank
God.
God. I don't know. I'm not gonna do English, yo. I don't think.
Do or you don't?
I don't know the English ones myself.
Or like, who wrote this shitty book? Because that's usually English trivia. Like,
What
in
did
this
the
shitty
author
book, what were the
mean
names
when he
of the
said
protagonists?
the
They
wall
said the
was
curtains were
blue?
Alright, mucho, I'll put that shirt for you. Ooh.
That looks like a very hard flip shirt. I feel sorry for you right now.
That's what I think half the time, and Jim's just does it so effortlessly.
Oh, look at him go.
He's a pro now that we've made him do it 50 times.
Shit, flip extraordinaire.
True. Alright, we're just doing questions. I don't think I have any other questions. Here, let me check. Let me see. Oh, this one's easy. How do you draw your X's?
At the top to right. To right bottom, right top to left bottom. I have to actually draw one because I thought it was different.
There's no wrong answer to this though. So there's no wrong answer. There's no wrong.
I go bottom left,
You go bottom left first. Bottom.
top left to bottom right. 7.
Are you welcome to the thing?
Yeah. No,
Oh,
no,
no,
no.
not
The
seven.
picture on stream. I put the picture.
I was 7. It's everyone's favourite dessert.
That's a good question.
Cheesecake. Definitely got it with cheesecake. Really wanted to say cookie dough, but
You
like,
know, is cookie dough really considered like dead dessert though?
Okay, I got a pencil last time, and I figured out that the way I do it is 7.
7.
But now
Well,
every
because
time, I go to write it, my brain's like, no. What do you mean?
what flavour ice cream would you have? That's the important question.
My favorite dessert obviously has to be a tiramisu.
Tiramisu, I don't like coffee.
No,
so-
it doesn't even have to be
Can't have
coffee
coffee
tiramisu. It could be like any other flavor.
Okay.
If you had to pick an ice cream flavor, what would it be?
Ooh. Belgian chocolate, no questions asked. Or like it depends. Like Belgian chocolate can like literally impregnate me any day. But sometimes you gotta go for like that mango, that like.
So like, cause that's the thing. Like a good sorbet sometimes just really hits the spot, especially when it's warm. But like, me, it's the ones I would always pick is salted caramel or peanut butter cup with berries, which is.
Oreo McFlurries are also like hella delicious.
Where's
but,
Copes
like,
to flame you guys?
Belgian chocolate.
Where's Copes to say ice? Where what do you call it, yo? Cold Stones is better than McFlurries. Where's Copes?
Cobes, see, that's the thing. Cobes has the worst opinions. Like, if Cobes said it, then the correct answer is the opposite of what Cobes said. No questions asked.
So you're
Except for when he agrees with me, then he's right.
So you're saying vanilla? So you're saying vanilla is not S tier then? You wouldn't if Cope said that.
No, vanilla is like S tier. Vanilla is good. Sometimes nothing beats a good vanilla
Right,
soft
so,
serve.
yeah, it's gotta be soft serve. So if it's a tub of vanilla ice cream, I wouldn't touch it. But if it's like
Yeah, soft serve.
yeah, hell yeah.
I'd probably have to.
Belgian
I'd probably
chocolate's
something
still
myself. Cappuccino. Cappuccino. I love cappuccino. Or if not, matcha too. Green tea. Always good. Green tea and cappuccino.
Matcha green tea matcha Kit Kats are delicious. Oh, the best. Well, not the best because like the white chocolate one's better, but like they're so good.
The Kit Kat is god tier. And peanut butter.
Yeah.
Kit Kat is
Anything
god
peanut
tier.
butter, hand down. The best.
Peanut butter is so good. Like honestly, I wouldn't like eat it though. Like you know, people just sit and eat it out of a jar. Like I can't do that.
No,
Like,
I think it's just like for me at most it's like one spoonful is enough for me.
yeah, like it's sickly and like gets stuck to the roof of your mouth, and I just don't fuck with it. It's not. Put it in something. Reese's Cups.
Good, yeah. I remember accidentally so I bought 3 pieces on the way to the at the airport, right? Not knowing the price. Then my sister asked me if I really want to buy it because she saw the price. Like one bag one bag is $40 at the airport.
Yeah.
At the airport.
The airport prices, yeah, are always a scam.
Even for airport prices, fuck.
So I'm like, I'm like, you know what, whatever, I'll buy it, I don't care. It's the Reese's Pieces. Like I bought it because of Reese's Pieces. I didn't care about the price.
No, I could never.
Oh.
So much weight.
Favorite cookie. Chips Ahoy is always good. Oreos.
Chips Ahoy, we don't have them, but like they look nice.
Heard you guys also don't have ketchup.
There's another.
I heard you UK people have never experienced chocolate. No, not chocolate. Ketchup chips. Ketchup chips. Yeah, ketchup flavor. It's like I've watched a lot of the YouTubers and they said like ketchup is like pretty like it's a Canadian thing too. It's a Canadian thing. So if I'm so if I ever can visit you, I'm gonna for sure bring ketchup chips for you to try.
Okay. I'll do it. I'll give the verdict on ketchup chips.
What else is there? There was.
It just sounds like ketchup chips are always bad. Ketchup chips sounds like tangy.
It is.
Like wouldn't be like the right kind of flavor for chips because they're not meant to be like. And then again, I guess you like salt and vinegar, they're like tangy. So
Yeah, ketchup, like tomato or / ketchup flavored
Okay, Stella said
chips
that they're
are
very good.
chef's kiss.
What else is there? There's lots of differences between what especially even reading like part of the English Empire too. It's honestly different. Like, do you know wait, Tarek, do you know any difference between like what UK and Malaysia? Like what you guys have when they don't have and whatnot?
Oh yeah,
They
anything
don't
Sam
have,
eats,
so they do
we
have
don't have.
Maltesers, but you have to pay a fortune for them because they're like imported. Whereas like we just get Maltesers everywhere. I just like get them for Christmas and stuff. Like that made me laugh because I got like a massive box for Christmas, and I was just like, they weren't like a big deal to me. I was just like, oh, more Maltesers, and he was like, Maltesers, and I'm like, yeah, and he's like, oh my god, you can't find them anywhere here, and I'm just like,
You can at gas
The rated
stations.
chocolate.
You can find them at like certain gas
They have all
stations.
kinds of great stuff. They get one specific burger at McDonald's called like the McChicken.
The spicy chicken, spicy chicken.
Hear him again. He's not here for me.
He's here.
The spicy chicken McDeluxe. Spicy chicken McDeluxe is the best thing, like literally on the McDonald's menu. The Big Mac is a
Yeah,
close
Big
second.
Mac.
Like if you tell me to order anything from McDonald's, the spicy chicken McDeluxe is
I don't know what
Oh.
that is, but it sounds
Chef's
good.
kiss.
We have Big Macs. We have Big Macs over here,
Yeah.
but we don't have that.
I'm gonna
Yeah, for
rejoin
sure.
and see if I can see him. I can't hear him when I send it myself.
Okay. Let's see. Hello. Welcome back.
Hey.
Okay, Sammy. So what? I'm looking at BuzzFeed right now, and the one thing they say UK must need is Tim Hortons. Tim
Did you
Tim Hortons is
donut?
basically like the Starbucks of Canada.
But they do like really hella donuts, don't they? We have got one of them, and it makes me really sad because like I've seen pictures of Tim Hortons donuts, and I'm like a hoe for donuts. Like they are one of the best like dessert foods on earth, and like so we've got Krispy Kreme, but they're overpriced for like what you get, and then we've got Dunkin' Donuts, which similar, but like they're a bit cheaper. But like the Tim Hortons donuts look like next level, and we don't have them. We don't. We've been forgotten about. We get forgotten about.
And then what? Poutine too.
That's so. Is it not like not specifically this? I know I'm gonna disrespect you really bad here, but it's basically just like chips with cheese and gravy, but like not quite.
No, it is.
We
It
have a
is,
similar,
yeah.
but it's like the heavily like British like knockoff version that definitely isn't as nice as yours.
But
But like
yeah, it's just melted cheese.
I
Yeah,
don't-
it's melted cheese into gravy.
Yeah, we just get like the garbage version. So it's I've seen pictures of like the real deal and it looks so nice, and like the one we get just looks like dog shit. And I'm like, I want the real thing, but like this will do. This is fine.
Hi
Not tried it.
Kendra also, and yeah, Putin is the president of prime minister.
Let's see. There's apparently you guys don't have colorful money. Just for my
We're doing up what now?
because I'm going through the BuzzFeed thing, right? Like 23 things Canada has UK needs, and you guys need colorful money.
I've never even heard of this. What is that?
It's just money with color, basically.
Colorful
Oh
money.
no, we do because we have our £20 note is purple, our £5 note is green, and our £10 note is orange. £50 note is red, I think, but I wouldn't know. I'm not bougie enough for that.
No, but I think they're saying like you guys lack that colors that we have, something like that. I don't know.
Why do you all have like bright as
We
fuck
have rainbow-
money?
here,
Like,
here.
I think a little pink.
Here, let's see if I can put a picture side by side, dude. Canada money. Like it's this.
Or is this going to be like a
Oh wait.
shading England's money?
Wait. That. Where's my other tab, yo? Oh, here. There. Do you see the difference?
It's gonna probably take about 10 minutes to come up on stream, but I'll let you know when it's there. I'm really behind. I think it's just when you're on mobile, it always
Yeah,
is,
yeah.
like,
There's
delayed.
a 5-second delay on top of the delay that I already set.
I don't know. It's so, like how
as
is it like?
colorful as each other.
Yeah, they're
kind
pretty
of.
similar. It's just Canada dollars is
Let me
more
see.
brighter, more colorful. It's just you guys have like
What's the thing? It's
I
like...
guess here. Like it's pretty.
Okay, no, yours looks a little bit funner.
Yeah, like your guys is just.
You guys have like more of a spectrum, like a bit of everything going on. You can like create a rainbow. Ours is just like, you know, your 3 basic colors.
That's true.
What are we missing that you guys have got?
Yeah.
Blue. I think we're missing a good blue in there.
Wait, what? I don't get this one. Glow in the dark.
In his
Okay,
basic.
okay, so there's this one on I'm reading on the same link. Glow in the dark coins with dinosaurs on them.
Like
Does
legal
Canada
tender, or
have
is it like
that?
fake money?
I think that's fake money. I'm hoping it's fake money. 'Cause I don't want to, cause I've
it's
never,
real money,
cause
I'm
I've,
moving
cause I've
wherever it
never
is.
seen it myself, so I wouldn't know. But like, yeah, there's these coins with dinosaurs on them that glow in the dark apparently, and I didn't realize that either myself as a Canadian.
Petition to make all money glow in the dark. Actually.
No, they
Yeah, literally like that coin you dropped, like between the cushions.
Yeah, imagine you go to look for it at night and it's just glowing.
With a dinosaur on it, no less.
The coin's just sitting in the street like, hello, remember me? And you're like, oh fuck this, my pound coin that I dropped yesterday. Wonderful.
Okay, the basic one, maple syrup.
We've got maple syrup. I've got maple syrup in my cupboard downstairs. I fuck with maple syrup. It's so good. It's probably not like the... I think the difference is your maple syrup is like the real deal. It's like hella thick, whereas we get like the watery stuff and it's not the same. You can get the thick stuff, but it's very, very expensive. Like if you buy the basic maple syrup here, it's so watered down. Like we get scammed a little bit on that front. We can never compare to your maple syrup, Jims.
I'm trying to.
You get stuck in an infinite loop, Derek.
I'm trying to find a link where what UK has that Canada doesn't, and it's hard to find. You guys have Maynards, right?
Good football
But,
team.
oh yeah, that's true.
Ooh.
That, I wouldn't deny that either, so that's fine with me.
But the Whitecaps did like produce Alphonso Davies, so
I mean, like it's not even much like we don't even talk like, especially for Canadians, right? We don't talk that much about our own soccer team because it's how bad it is. But
Just pretend it
no,
doesn't
we
exist.
just don't,
everyone's just
like yeah,
Iraq,
like
that's
the only time we'll talk about it is like during like year like FIFA, you know, like where they like go for their qualifiers and whatnot.
yeah. Mm.
But that's about it. It's rarely talked about. Oh yeah, I had a question earlier. I wasn't gonna bother asking, but have you ever had a hunch of the way of how you're gonna die?
Before I do that, I'm gonna make you flip your shirt because that like strange square at the front is making me very uncomfortable. It looks uncomfortable, like it's touching you, and I'm not. I can't like. I'm so hyper aware of its existence. Sorry, Tyler, you were saying you could go first.
No, but hopefully in my sleep.
So like peacefully then, just.
I think I'd hate to die in my sleep.
Why?
Cause like, imagine just not knowing you're gonna die. Like you just don't wake up one day. Like there was not any like underlying health condition. You just died. Like at least if you're like wasting away, you know that your time is coming and you can like do something about it and like make the most. But like,
See, that's the thing. I
I know.
already know I'm wasting away, so
Same, but like not in a way where like I'm gonna be dead by next week or anything. But like if you die in your sleep, like I could just go to bed tonight and not wake up, touch wood. But like you just like I'd rather just know it's coming than just not wake up one day. Like, oh, I don't know. Thanks. Maybe like drowning. They say that drowning's really peaceful. That's fun also. I always was terrified of drowning, but apparently it is one of the most peaceful ways to die because like you just like you kind of just like
I fucks with it. I love like being underwater. So like
yeah, I know you do, you weirdo. But like it's one of them. They say at first it's like you struggle and you panic, and then like your lungs fill with water, and you kind of just like make your peace and just like float to your death. And I'm like, no, it's like fine, honestly. Like the first part, not so much, but like then you get past that, and then you're just vibing in the ocean until you're dead. You know, it's cool.
Yep, Derek. I knew that.
Did you know you are? That's fantastic. So I've read that it's like I can't even. Somebody Google it. I'm sorry, I'm using my PC for this, and I can't. I've run out of devices. Can someone Google the most peaceful way to die?
No. Let's.
No, we're not going.
That.
Wait, actually, no, because it would be in your sleep, wouldn't it? But then if drowning's definitely up there.
Oh, it's fine.
Apparently, it's not though,
Yeah,
Derek. Apparently, like you just make your peace. Like it kind of just happens, and then you like. You feel a bit like euphoric almost, and then you're dead. I don't know how people know this, because like who's asking people who've drowned, they're dead, you know? I don't understand that about like any form of dying, like nobody really knows.
People who did like drown but then were like resuscitated.
Yeah, I suppose, but like they're not dead, are they? So they didn't die.
Technically they did, but they were brought back.
I'm dead.
But anyway.
You want to get into semantics then, I suppose.
But anyway.
Probably last question. I don't think I have any other questions to ask you guys, but fun one too. Do you use your index or thumb when counting?
You go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
You are stupid.
So I'm changing my answer. You go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Okay, well I'd like to change my answer too because you go 1, 2, 3.
It's obviously thumb, you know. You always go thumb. You gotta go thumb.
What is it? It's not index, Derek. Right, Derek's getting one. Derek's getting one. There we go. Can't, the negativity of the chat
Always has to be index.
Index.
Thumb.
Yes. James gets it. Maybe I'll start like dating Jims instead of you because he understands me and my need to count on my thumb. This is going to be a recurring issue, obviously, throughout our lives. We're going to need to count using our hands a lot. So I need a thumb counter.
Like the way my parents do it too, right? Like it's different, like in Chinese culture, right? So like, I think I don't remember how to count exactly, but I just know if you're gonna say 7, you literally have to put out 7. You know, you literally have to do 7. Like I think it's probably like sign language, but I don't know how they count. It's pretty interesting, cause when I first taught, this was 8. The living chakra is 8. Like it's pretty weird too going up to that, but I totally don't even know how to count even to this day.
No, I asked my dad, and he is the weirdest because he counts like pinky first.
Yeah, I was talking.
That's an old people
I was talking
thing.
to Bo too. Bo said he starts with pinky.
No,
Damn,
not friends anymore. Oh my god, I can't believe I was friends with you then.
Okay, that's the smart
But
people
yeah.
to do it, I guess.
That's why your thumb isn't even a finger. It's a digit. So if you count on your digits, then your thumb comes first.
Yeah.
It's not
Bo's probably
it's no
lurking, as
effort.
always.
My fingers just be vibing. You see how there's like no effort required. I don't have to like hold my other fingers down on the way. None of this behavior. Index. Pinky.
You might as well get rid of your thumb then if you're gonna count with your index, right?
No, it's like if you're telling someone 2, you're not gonna tell them.
You're not
like,
gonna tell
yeah,
them 2.
It's 2.
You're gonna tell them 2.
Yeah, you're gonna tell them 2.
No, but that's not when you're counting. That's just like
That's still
the same
2.
as like
This is 2,
when you
so
swear
go
at someone,
1,
you're not gonna
2.
go 1, 2, 3. Like it's you just put the finger up to swear.
You're not
It's
gonna go 3
not
like this
a
too,
big
right?
deal.
3.
You count.
3. I do 3 like this too. I can.
Yeah, that's fine.
3.
Like, this is also fine.
Yeah,
Like,
because
1,
so that
2,
makes
3,
sense because
4.
like when you count in, you get to 3 and it's kind of like not uncomfortable, but like you're pulling this finger up, you can see that like. And so if you were trying to do 3 like that, that's uncomfortable. But like you go straight to 4, so it doesn't matter because like the finger's not like that for too long. But yeah, if you're gonna just say 3, you do 3 like that because it's comfortable. I get
Wait.
that, but it's just
Throw
a
up
different
those-
thing.
33s in chat.
Yeah.
Not if you're gonna do your fingers like that now. Please.
Keishler! That was a mistake. That was a mistake. I'm so sorry.
You put down it.
Occasionally.
Medical attention.
I
Do you start Casey, what finger do you use to stop?
Good question.
To
Yeah.
start
Casey,
counting with?
what? Yeah.
What digit do you use?
Yo, Casey, what finger do you start counting with? Do you start with your index or do you start with your thumb? What team are you? Team thumb or team index? I'll spotlight on you, Casey. No pressure.
The deciding
Index.
factor.
This is the index code.
Hey!
Oh, Casey, I thought we were friends.
I knew I liked her for a reason.
Just like you. Oh, this is so troubling. Why is it like so common? You're all heathens. You're all going straight to heck.
This is
Sorry.
why we're friends, Casey. Also,
So
KXJ. Nothing?
Because you're weird, Sammy. No.
Why do you keep saying that?
I don't.
It's the second time you said it.
No, the first time I said VXK, now I said KXJ. Yeah, that's a difference.
And what do all of these words mean?
Nothing. Don't worry about it.
Please.
I mean, it's Casey X Jason.
Ooh.
Jason?
Faded.
Yeah. Yeah. If you're hanging around Faded stream, like his friends even said his name, even though Faded didn't want to. Like they called him Jason, so we know him as Jason now.
Oh shit, did I just out him?
No,
My
no,
bad.
it's all.
Exposed.
I mean, if you're around his streams, he like he doesn't care if people call
Yeah.
him Jason now at this point. But, like I
He is a
Mine
sexy
been
Like-
beast
really small.
that will face
no, like the
cam
thing is
face
with
stream for us
with the
one
US
day.
face scamming, right? I don't think like he doesn't have to do it if he doesn't want to. It's honestly his privacy.
absolutely.
It's obviously for privacy reasons too. Like if you don't want to
Yeah.
show, then you don't have to show. But then like with
Yeah.
with-
What?
It's just a
yeah, but then
joke.
with people like who actually want to like I like even for me, right? Like there's some things I don't want to like show cam, but like you got that reaction too, right? You got that initial reaction when you're playing games too.
Yeah.
Makes sense. Well, he ain't gonna do nothing he doesn't
Yeah.
want to do.
If he wants to do it, he can. If he does not, then that's fine too.
Uh-huh.
No.
I got bullied for having abnormally small hands.
I just wanted to do one thing.
Is it the plural versus be sure you did that?
No, that's not it. How dare you?
It is. It's a. Oh no. Oh no. Oh wait, I won't hear it. I don't know if the stream's going on.
Oh, me neither.
Most of this was like a revelation. Where's talking hand Jim?
Talking over your.
Make with the talking hand.
Put it over your head.
No, she says the plural of meese is meese. She says moose weirdly.
She's just ahead of the Kev.
True.
Like, no, I got you.
Ooh, let's see.
Oh wait, I missed this. She's on the screen now, but I can't hear it.
Yikes.
She's right with my head as well. Looks like I'm the one saying it.
You just poop it out, Derek.
Now I have an issue.
I found it.
Blue tack is non-toxic.
It's non-toxic. That was Play-Doh. You should eat it.
No. You shouldn't. Even if it's non-toxic, I wouldn't eat it either.
It is
It's just
disgusting.
disgusting overall.
I have eaten blue tack before.
James, do you want to know what I've discovered recently that like shook me to my core? Do you know the little bags of like the silica gel that you get like to absorb moisture in like new objects?
Yeah.
Like in a shoebox.
Yeah.
And it's, yeah. So like, and it says do not eat on them. They're not toxic. It's just a choking hazard. If you eat them, they're fine. They're safe to eat. They're not food, but like you can eat them. Like they're not dangerous. But like I always thought they were toxic because like you used to get like
Yeah, same.
people used to like go mad at me that you can't eat those, and I'm like, so they must be poisonous as hell then, but they're not. They're just small.
Yeah, huh.
They eat them.
Same. I always thought they were like poisonous, toxic. So it's like I thought they meant to keep like, you know, cockroaches and lizards and stuff away from like shoeboxes and shit.
Oh
Like
my.
that's why they were there, because they're like poisonous. And I was like, yeah, you're just not meant to eat them. They're like toxic. They'll kill you. And then I found out they're not.
Just small. I might eat some for fun because I feel like I missed out on childhood now. It shocked me. I was
And
just
then the
like,
people
wow.
with you know, they get to get high off Sharpie smell too. That Sharpie smell.
Oh.
Oh god, yeah. There's like far too many things like that. Sharpie smell horrible. I don't know how people do it. Like, you know, just when you take the lid off and you get like that little smell of Sharpie, and I'm always just like, no.
Play-Doh is hella salty.
No,
Play-Doh
yeah.
is hella salty. I would.
Yeah,
love
it
that you
is
know
really
that,
salty.
James.
I've licked it. I've never ate it, but when you lick it,
I mean,
it
I know
tastes
because
salty.
I've done it. Because I've ate it before, and it was a horrible.
No, I've never eaten
Did you
Play-Doh.
have one of them sets that like made the Play-Doh food and you just couldn't resist? It was like, oh, the hamburger's looking at me.
Did you make spaghetti Play-Doh?
Derek, you both don't follow me.
I mean,
get on with
Play-Doh
it
was
then.
like literally like the
Play-Doh?
only thing I had as a childhood too. Like other than like those like pushing like where you sit in those cars and like walk around. Other than those, like it's always
Yeah.
Play-Doh. It's always been Play-Doh, growing up.
I do love Play-Doh. But the worst part was when you'd accidentally mix them together
Mhm.
and then you could never ever separate them again.
Yeah.
You had to just
True.
accept the fate that like your red was going to be brown from now on. Like new Play-Doh hit different when you get a full set of new Play-Doh and they're all like just fresh little like
Cylinders.
oblong. Yeah, cylinder. That's the word I couldn't think. I was like, what's like the round version of an oblong? You get you fresh new cylinders and you get to like squash them for the first time. Oh, it's satisfying.
Yeah.
Yeah, Derek,
I'll
I
just
don't like
make,
the smell
like,
of Sharpie.
rolling
That's
them.
not weird.
Just rolling
the
them
cream
until they're like
like
super
ball.
long, and then you just like make like a little snail shell.
You roll it up on itself.
Okay, so yeah, my last question before we end stream. Do you guys have any tips for people like going through long distance relationships or just the relationships tips in general?
Did you say no?
I did not say no.
I just want to just say you go no. I'm like, oh, okay. I mean, most importantly, communicate. Like, I know that, like, I'm a bit of a hypocrite on that front, and you can not even say a word because you're a freaking hypocrite if you do.
I'm not, but
You are. But you have to communicate, like, it's literally vital, especially with long distance. Like, if you don't, like, you fucked, and that's just, it's as simple as that.
and like
But, like,
any relationship in general.
yeah, but no, but, like, I think in long distance, like, you need way more communication than you would just, like, in general, because, like, especially, like, if you live with someone, like, you can kind of read their cues and, like, their body language, and, like, you know, it's easier to figure out, like, if something's wrong or, like, you know, what's bothering them, whereas like we can't really rely on that. We have to just like talk to each other. But like in general, please learn your partner's love language. I literally cannot give you more solid advice than look into the 4 love languages. Both of you take the quiz and just find out what each other's love language is, because I, for probably about 4 of the past 5 years of my old relationship, I was being like nurtured with the wrong love language, and like I was miserable because I would be like, no, I want this from you, and he would like continue to think that him cleaning the house was the love language that I wanted to say, and then wondered why I wasn't happy that he'd cleaned the house, and it like gets you nowhere. But if you just know exactly what your partner wants from you, and they know the same thing, like, your job's are good, you're laughing, so just, it's my advice. You can get away now, baby, say what you gotta say.
Okay. Everything she said, but I also have to be like understanding, and if your partner wants you to talk about your emotions, sometimes you should.
Sometimes, all the time.
Sometimes you
The
should.
audacity.
But also, I think the most important thing is you've got to sit them down and like slowly and carefully explain to them that the plural of moose is moose.
I saw that one coming too, yo. I saw that one coming.
It's so predictable.
That's it.
Predictable.
Well, I like. Decca hates it here.
Yeah. Me too, Decca. Me too. I feel that.
Well, to sign off, I'd like to thank you guys for joining on my first ever podcast interview.
Thank you.
Thank you, Jim Bob. Hopefully
What?
we didn't let you down.
Tarek, you always laugh me down.
That's my special.
Oh, she is hot.
But
Oh, don't hold back.
yeah, we're gonna go find someone to raid.
Okay.
Let's see.
The blue tack is.
What do we
Yeah,
want?
the-
What do we want to watch here? Cordell is doing a one-on-one Smash Bros showdown right now. Winner gets 10 subs on their channel. Or we could watch,
Oh.
or we can go support Dark Yumi. He's playing Dark Souls.
Oh, true to the name.
Or third option would have to be Canadian Ryan. He is playing Genshin Impact right now.
Oof, the Genshin.
Honestly,
Does the chat have any opinion?
honestly, probably should. I think probably we should go raid Cordell.
Cordell, yeah.
We should go raid our boy Cordell. I've been with him since. No, well, I met him through Song, obviously, and I was his only viewer at the time. So we're gonna give him all the love. We have raid message 1, raid message. Oh, I have that raid message. I also have raid 2 would be for non-subs. raid 2 would be for non-subs.
Oh, let me. Oh, crap, message.
All right.
Select all. I'm about the board.
We're gonna raid our good friend Cordell. Okay, I need to fix that non-sub thing, but overall, I thank you everyone, as always, for joining me
Thank
for this first interview. There's gonna be more interviews coming next week, so can't wait for you guys to tune into those ones as well.
Ooh.
Obviously tomorrow, I usually don't have Tuesdays off. I usually have Tuesdays off, but I'll be interviewing Song tomorrow. So she's gonna be getting similar questions to I've asked you guys today. So feel free to tune into that tomorrow.
I like it.
Oh shit! Hold on, I can't read yet. Hold on, I just realized I can't read yet. The reason is we need to roll credits, so I shall roll those.
Oh, we have credits. This is bougie.
Alright, roll credits log. Alright, I like to stream supporters. Thank you for support the stream as always. Cheers from Stealth R Us. Followers, Crispy Noodle. Subscribers and resubs, Andrew Folk, Pretty Oddish, Sammy. And thank you for the 2 hosts from Ingrid and Cobes. And the raid by Crook LL. I thank you guys for all that, all the love and support. And now we shall go over there and raid our boy Cordell. Oh, wait.
Let's do it.
Wait, I was about to copy the raid message into that, so that's what I wanted to do. Big Boss X007. I'll see you guys tomorrow.
See you then.
Trying to convert some time here, yo. For sure tomorrow at 4 p.m. my time. Oh my god, 6 p.m. EST. 3 p.m. So I'm trying to convert it too. So 4 a.m. here, right? So it would be 11. So close to midnight, Sammy. Yeah, and I'll see you guys. Oh wait, hold on. And we'll see you guys tomorrow.
This is
Enjoy the end scene too. You guys see my my ending scene overlay?
you too, Randy
Whoa.
Painty.
If not, it's still showing me the
Yeah,
end
now
credits,
mine's
which
on
are
the.
adorable, by the way.
Yeah. Yeah, just like all the overlays is from my trip to Vancouver. That road trip.
Ooh.
Yeah, I switched. We'll see you guys over there. Alright, we are done.